Tonight, the city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small, while the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices
or the after party.
The debate is over,
but the game just started. Tonight, the city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small, while the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices
or the after party.
The debate is over,
but the game just started. Tonight, the city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small, while the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. The city's on the line. The city's on the line. The city's on the line. Hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices.
Or the after party.
The debate is over.
But the game just started. Tonight, the city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small. While the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. The city's on the line. The city's on the line. The city's on the line. Hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices.
Or the after party.
The debate is over.
But the game just started. Tonight, the city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small. While the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. The city's on the line. The city's on the line. The city's on the line. Hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices.
Or the after party.
The debate is over.
But the game just started. Tonight, The city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small. While the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices.
Or the after party.
The debate is over.
But the game just started. Tonight, the city holds its breath. 2 men, 2 visions, 1 seat. Los Santos. Who's it gonna be? Check the mic. Yeah. Check the mic, check the mic. 1, 2, let the truth be told. Equal voices in the room, we don't fit the mold. I'm talking equity, justice, a seat for the small. While the high rollers wait for the city to fall. I'm on the pavement, Dan's got the plan in his hand to give the power back to the folk who walk the sand. No more backroom deals, no more shadow plays. We're bringing sunlight to the Los Santos haze. It's a war for the badge, a war for the key. Is it after the dark or the voices you see? Los Santos is burning, the debates are cold between the new school heat and the stories untold. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, the city's on the line. Yeah, hold up, damn. Take a seat, let a pro talk. The after party just arrived, see how the pros walk. You talking equal, but you're selling the dream. I'm talking infrastructure, keeping the city clean. We work while you talk, we celebrate the win. The party doesn't stop where the governance begins. You want a lecture? Go back to the school. But if you want a city that functions, that's the rule. The podium is shaking, the crowd start to roar. One wants a revolution, one wants something more. From Legion Square to the Vinewood sign, the clock is ticking, choose your side or get left behind. Could cast your vote.
Equal voices.
Or the after party.
The debate is over.
But the game just started.
Hello guys, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all well. We have an interesting one today because we have a mayoral debate, and as always, we're the ones doing the questions, doing the hosting. So let me see who we've got. We have Egg, we have King Gramps, we have MS225, we have Kathy, we have Blaze, Deathwing Daz, Angel, Ilka, Taipei, GT, hello, British Guardian, Complex Plank, Common 27, Tattooed Vet with 15 months, you absolute legend, I appreciate it. Lost in Interpretation. How are we all? Carl Matthews, welcome. And over on Twitch, we have got Zona loading. We have got... And it's Finis BTS fan. And Egg. And Alfs. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got a good stream coming up because I'm gonna be asking some tough questions, I think. And we got a new camera as well because the camera broke. So I've got an old one. We got the old one. We got rid of that shit. We've now got a 4K one. It's really nice. We got a nice 4K one. It's great. So, you know, we can do whatever we need to do. How do I think the debate's gonna go? I don't know, because I didn't really think Dan was interested, right? So I'm really interested to see what happens. For me, I don't know about that. I'd rather be commissioner, to be honest with you. Commissioner's just far more fun. Hey, James Cheney, welcome. Absolute legend. I appreciate you becoming a member, brother. Welcome, a soldier. We're gonna change all these up, by the way. We're gonna make them more cop related, I think. Oh, we've got to get down over down. Okay, I gotta get food. Oh, this thing just doesn't turn anymore. Dictator can't make a return. You might at some point. Shivers in my spine, rain for a long time. Right, we got this easy. Crashing every second now. Got over YouTube, stick on TV. That's fair, brother. Well, here comes Dan with his dog. Oh!
That looked
Haha,
hilarious.
bitch.
Fuck you, man. What the hell? Oh, my skateboard's broke. Look at it.
No, he's not here though.
You know it.
But yes, reluctantly.
Okay.
Looking sharp.
I have
Barry.
something for it.
So you, what's
That sounds
this?
questionable. Maybe pass it to
This,
Smithy.
my business
Look, it's in
professional.
my car.
Business professional.
Huh?
Yes.
After this,
It's a nice change of pace,
debate,
isn't it?
find me.
Yeah, a little
I've
bit.
got some of his. He needs back.
Like a Frenchie.
I don't think
100%.
so. Pay attention, Smithy. Oh.
I do, Charlie. I remember you, brother. Yo, Nicotine.
Well,
Hello, hello, hello.
Is it EMS related?
Professional.
No, it's a driver's license.
Oh yeah, I think you told me something about that the other day, didn't you?
Oh.
I thought
Yeah.
you said that, like that.
I would have joking, Frank.
Okay.
Hattie. How are you?
I'm alright.
Professional. What the hell? Ah,
Oh,
doggy.
Doggy!
I was about to say,
allergic
I
to
forgot
dogs.
to put my dog in my locker, so. he's
What
in
the
my
hell?
closet
What
right
do you
now.
mean you...
What do you mean you stuff your dog in the locker? That's animal cruelty. What's this, Harry?
See, I
I'm good,
forgot-
Guardian. How are you,
like
brother?
I said
And
I
Katie,
forgot
welcome
to,
a
so I
member.
didn't do it. Okay.
But then you insinuate that you do normally.
Doesn't mean I do it.
She got heels on.
Animal cruelty. Bad.
Jamson, what you've got to do is in the Discord, you've got to choose whether you want to be notified via
getting two
Twitch
guard
or
dogs for you,
via
ain't
YouTube.
DeQuavius?
Really?
That's a stupid name for a dog.
See,
What kind of weird name's that?
Where's it going?
Jaquarius, get back here.
He doesn't like his name.
Yeah, don't like his name. He's liking it. He wants Cephas his own now.
Don't be nasty.
I've got Heisenberg.
He's running away from me.
I'm not. I
Yeah.
fucking run away from you as well.
Come on,
Give
Heisenberg.
a name like
Man,
that.
did you say your dog's name was Jaquavius?
Yeah. Jaquarius bite. Just kidding. Don't do that.
What the fuck?
Jaquavius bites me.
Seth, it looks like you got a new dog. The dog ran away from Dan. That's what the name is called it.
This isn't a pet-friendly establishment, unfortunately.
I know. That's why I'm not going in with it.
Because you're not going to pay if they piss on my carpet. Dogs are very good, but I'm not paying.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for cleaners to clean up the dog piss
No.
That's all right.
Just pay
I'm just
Harry.
gonna piss
Harry'll do
instead.
or human
Why
piss.
has everyone got dogs?
No, I don't mean him to piss on the floor. I mean for him to clean it up. I mean.
Absolutely not. Then.
In a process of
He said
moving.
he's gonna
Nice.
piss on the floor.
I
Oh,
also
okay.
want to clean my piss up.
Oh, fair enough, Johnson, I appreciate it, brother.
That age,
Your
but still.
basement?
Yeah, it's just so we can, whoever, you know, if you've got a
so what
preference,
you
right, you'll be able to
Aye.
choose which one you like.
Get a couple of days, I'll be in PD.
But yeah, new camera.
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ.
What's it?
How much?
we can
What's that
actually,
supposed to mean?
we can swap as well. We can swap to this one.
You gotta buy all the baby oil.
Which is a little bit nicer. Just if we
Yeah,
need
I was
it.
about to say he already probably has
Brother,
it.
Shit.
That
I was
much
Brother,
trying to
are
help
you
get
good?
more money. Shut up.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Fuck. You can't give people good.
Well,
things,
house,
then they-
congratulations, my guy. Wasn't you crave your spouse son? He
Black
was.
life.
He was.
Why are you so interested in baby oil?
You're just so well tamed compared to mine.
That's because Heisenberg is top
This is a
tier.
reminder, this is a weapons and mask
Who
free
would listen to a
environment.
bitch?
Anyone with a mask or weapon will be removed from the property.
I like it.
Where the hell's that coming from?
Hi.
Why is John Wick at the window?
Jump.
Mr. Wick.
Hey!
Jump.
Smithy needs to jump.
I'm just taking
Scared my
notes.
dog
doggy.
away.
Did you get, check my email, you bitch.
I'm talking to people.
He's talking to people.
Walk in there.
Guys, whenever he sees Lester, he instantly bites him. I can train him.
I'll be right back. Where are these candidates?
Oh,
if they're
see,
around?
he's,
Hello.
There's one here.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll be back.
Hello, do you need any help with anything?
We're still working on giving him the follow by my
Just make sure people haven't got masks on when they're going in.
Are you like one of
No
those old
masks,
people
no
that
weapons.
No masks, no weapons.
Oh, you scared him.
Smithy?
He's running to go get something.
Alright.
Probably, I did get, yeah, I did. Go for your face cam.
Isn't this weird brown
Who
suit?
do you think I am?
We,
Oh, dude.
we get angry at Harry at some point now. What the hell?
I'll just.
Anyone but Harry for that? No.
007.
Just back in the day. That's why I'd appreciate it for 2 shames.
No, it appears so. Old age.
Yeah.
Hey,
old is-
Jamson,
old is
listen, it's
email.
up to you, brother.
Going blind. What the hell?
I can't see him. He's invisible.
It's here.
It's invisible for me.
This
No,
step on the
dude, I'm
property.
telling you, these fucking.
Are you blind?
He doesn't listen to me,
No,
bro.
it's
He
just
just runs
invisible
away.
for me.
Like,
No, you're blind.
Yeah,
I'm
you two are
blind too.
hallucinating.
I can see all of you.
That's it. Yeah.
I am.
Can you see
I
Matt?
can see Seth.
DeQuavius, sit.
Will you
DeQuavius, sit.
fucking...
Some of the Amazonian ladies over here.
DeQuavius, sit.
Hey, Jamson, I appreciate the sub, you legend.
Amazonian lady.
Yeah, you're kind of Amazonian, right? Look how tall you are.
Because I'm wearing heels.
I'm halfway between respect and one you step on me, to be honest with you.
Jesus Christ, Harry.
Squirrel in that bug.
Fucking Jesus. You're about to have your eye while fucking taking it off.
I'll be honest,
I've only got one
If
left.
Mac decides to kick your ass right now.
When's OP's
I
trial? We're
would go
waiting
for
on it. Lando, I appreciate the 20, brother. But
be
yeah, we're
nice.
waiting on it. We're
Yeah,
waiting. We're waiting on
You didn't do
Mr.
it
Murphy. Yes, I would.
Why is he a dog here?
It's my dog. I'm trying to train him whenever I can.
Oh, just fucking Jesus Christ.
Can I have it?
It's a dog.
No.
Come on, Heisenberg.
Throw food. You gotta throw food.
Where's Harry? I heard him, but I don't see him.
Is he bite?
Right behind you.
Wait, you don't see me?
No. Demons. Ah! What the fuck you?
That's a good way of doing it.
Why does Ralph
Quavius,
think the
bite him.
leprechaun came on his face? What the fuck? You weirdo. Oh, look at Echo.
He looks like he had sex with a Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, probably.
What the
probably
hell?
did. Knowing him, yeah. Just give me the pajamas.
Right,
Harry.
if you
I can
can't
hear
see me,
you.
I can just whisper in your ear.
That's kind of hot.
What the fuck?
Harry, have you got the...
Harry,
the
I'll give you
Seabreeze
10k if you arrest Ralph.
Have I
and
got
make
the
him
what?
sit in the whole
keys?
thing.
Seabreeze keys. Open the doors.
Yes.
Fuck you. I'll take your watch off you. Give me it.
Fuck off, you need to put that fucking bag back on your head.
Well, I'm not allowed to, apparently.
Jamson, course you can, brother.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it? It's
Check
my
to see what's new.
Wow.
Hang on, have you been,
You know
excuse me,
what?
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah,
you and
that's-
Ariel get
that's
together
about
perfectly now.
Nah, I just robbed the house and stole her head, I.
Oh, wow.
No, she literally defended
Harvey,
herself from being called
Harvey,
a
you
snitch.
good, yeah?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Good, good.
I can't search anyone.
Oh my god, it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
floating
yeah,
phone.
having his cuffs.
Leave my phone alone.
I'm doing very
Fuck
good.
you, I can't see it, but I'm owning that phone.
Where you at? Come here.
Where? Where?
Oh no, they're not.
What the fuck? It's just a floating phone.
Hey, Ralph, come here.
People keep asking me to come places.
Yeah, I've just thought. Yeah, I've just thought. Where's the fucking Roxwood?
Get back here. Quavius, get back here. Hey guys, can I possibly get some medical attention? Or unless you've got some food on you.
Did we tell what song at the start? We just
Echo's got who has food?
it's new. We're gonna start releasing all the ones that are in our stream.
Echo, can I have some food?
Get in queue, man.
Get in line.
Yeah, get in line.
Oh my god, I like your outfit.
Thank you, it's roomies.
Yeah, we like shrooms.
Quite funny. You
Hey,
heard
what?
it yourself, guys. How you like
You're not supposed to say stuff like that.
What you mean?
Use it. Can I throw it?
You throw it.
You're not supposed to like shrooms, bro.
Why? What's wrong with
I
shrooms?
don't throw it.
I love mushrooms. They're great.
It's gonna be like you throw
Food.
everything else.
So like the kind you cook with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
do you think I
so
meant?
Like some good portobello mushrooms.
Yeah, portobello, shiitake.
Like on a pizza.
My dog turned white.
Yeah.
Where's Harry?
Uh,
Harry, get your phone
Okay.
out.
What?
Ha! Gagged.
It didn't turn white. You
Oh,
just finally
fuck.
washed
I'm
it.
sorry. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Dan, did you shave your dog?
You fucking scumbag. Fuck off.
Dan, why is
Maybe
your
I'm
Fight you,
injured.
dude.
Can you help me? I keep getting beaten up by the ghost of Harry Past.
You're terrible.
I know, it's funny.
Food.
Ah!
Okay.
You left his tails in his,
Oh,
his
dear.
tail in his ears
what
unshaved.
the fuck?
Fuck off, Harry.
Okay, I deserve it. I deserve it.
What's the dog's
Yeah, you
name?
did.
Where is he?
Ebony and Ivor.
It needs to be now.
Where's he gone?
I'm everywhere.
Fuck off, Harry.
No, it's
I don't
Michael
like this,
Jackson.
I can't see him.
Black to white.
I know. I know.
Okay.
It's this MLO sometimes. But you know what? We might as well go with it.
Ah, but
Friendship between you and Bucket look personal from streams.
back to that bush.
I'm setting it back.
Are you both okay, Aaron?
What? The
Yeah, I mean,
fuck?
look, everything in RP's in RP. I have no feelings towards the guy that plays Bucket, right? Like, I think he's a really interesting guy. I mean, I'm pretty sure we got very similar backgrounds as well in terms of like careers and things. So there's nothing kind of outside, you know. We have laughs and jokes in the Discord and things.
Hey, Harry.
RP is RP. Yo,
Yo.
Can you really not see you?
No, where the fuck is it?
He's in front of me. Oh,
Fuck you.
now he's moved. Now he's behind you.
I don't like it. Fuck off.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Hello.
yeah, he really can see it. Sorry. What's up?
Hold on, do you give me permission to mess with Rouse?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect.
Wake up. Wake up.
Oh, Ralph, he's behind you. He's behind you. He's up there.
Fuck off, Harry.
He's up there.
Is it? I'll stand over here.
You be nice to that dog.
Why are we standing here?
Fuck off, Harry! You weird bastard! I will shit on your desk. I know how to break into MRPD. Oh, I'm so sorry.
What?
Oh my god, a dog.
Okay.
You're my friend. Come with me.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. There was a very weird.
Come with me.
Stop trying to steal my dog.
Fuck off, Harry. You're invisible. You scumbag. Pull your phone out so I know where you're lurking.
He's not invisible. I can see him.
Yeah,
Why can't
Dan's
you?
a terrible dog owner. Hey,
Hey, doggo.
Harry.
What's up?
Bye, dog.
I just want you to know your co-commissioner shaved his dog.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's a terrible dog owner. You should take his dog from him.
He just has.
Hey, this is a good view.
Alopecia.
That
Fuck
is
off.
a shaved dog.
Where are you?
He's 98%.
Harry, can I ask some cuffs so I can search people before they go in?
Yes. How many you want?
I didn't bring mine out my locker.
There you go. I've a few.
Don't be like Lester. Lester did that.
So I
Can I have
start
cuffs
getting
for
people-
personal use?
We do try and play who's the smartest in the room at the time.
Can go in, or we're not going in yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go in now.
Okay. Can everyone make a line so we can search you? Max, are you searching as well? Are you?
I don't have anything to search him with.
Give him some cuffs. Many people say I hear it all the time that Los Santos elections are rigged. Never. We never rigged an election. Honestly, even admins over the last two ones. So for 2.0, we don't see the votes even. So we're as much in the dark as you guys. The only person who really knows is French.
Hello.
Yo.
You have to go up a level on that
Oh.
sofa.
Yeah, we don't see anything. Yeah, we have no idea. No mail-in voting. Oh my god, mail-in voting would be wild. I'm moderating. I'm the one moderating. This is, as usual, hosted by Harry K. I've honestly, No Man's Sky, I bought when it was new. I felt completely betrayed because everything was a lie. And then they overhauled the entire thing and fixed everything that they lied about and was false. And I played a little bit. Me and Sarge actually played a little bit. Me and Sarge played a little bit. But not a huge amount, like an hour or so. So it'd be really good. Just let you know a while ago, if my guy don't win, it's rigged. 100%. Mac is in Seth's party. Pretty much. I moderate it. Right? No, Zono, I disagree. I mean, we have no.
Wanna buy some food?
No, I'm good for now. I've got a sandwich on me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mama, Mac, you need food? You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome. Seth, you need food?
I'm all good for now, thank you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, so the voting, to let you guys know how the voting actually works, right? A player can only vote on one character.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where do you want the camera set up for the media?
Wherever you think it works best.
Okay, I'll get Riley to set up where she thinks will be best.
Yeah, wherever you think's best.
Sometimes there's static cameras we can set up behind, but there isn't here, is there?
No, sadly not.
We need to
Oh
get
my
some
god, there was a
That's what
water
they
on the
need.
floor. What
100%.
was that?
You are mentally okay. I don't think he is.
Yeah, you should get some fixed cameras in place.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright, Harvey, shut up.
So, I mean, regardless, Sono, so part of the reason I do it is there's three parties, right? There's DOJ, who manages the voting. So that's French. There's PD, who has a vested interest. Honestly, I don't really care who wins because they don't really have any control over PD anyway. Yes, they can change things like wages, but realistically, if they change a wage, then PD goes on strike. So there's not a huge amount they can do with PD without mine and Dan actually approving it. So regardless of who it is, they're going to have to work with us. And we work with them, right? So it doesn't matter who wins. And then obviously the mayor. And yes, Seth's in the mayor party at the moment. But he hasn't got any control over voting or anything like that. So it's always managed by DOJ.
Okay, I was like confused for a second. Like,
Yeah, we could do a poll. That'd be a good idea. We do a poll and see. I lost that. That's not true. That's not true because DOJ hold us accountable. DOJ is the only ones who can actually remove a commissioner. So we don't have any control of that, and that is run by French on John Murphy. No, I'm not stepping down. Come on, Sky was really cool for you until the main points of the story. I lost interest after a lot of farming. I haven't even seen the story for it. Imagine Tibbs as mayor, Harry's commissioner. Oh, that'd be a bad work day. Yeah, I mean that's another thing as well. So actually, as part of the rules for the mayoral party, I can't run on any character. What's up?
Is this like BBC where I could put like a paid advertisement in this bitch?
No.
How much I'm going to pay you to tell them that I've got a pub and it's going to be opening soon?
No.
What do you mean, no?
You know, tell you what I'll do. Right, this is an impartial debate.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't have any loyalty to either side. What I'll state is what's happened recently, and that includes yours and Echo's businesses that have both been opened recently, are completely separate, and yeah, getting business. So,
well, I tell them,
where is it?
It's Vinewood.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah, I've not opened yet, but I'll be opening soon. But yeah, sweet, free promotion.
Yeah, we'll do it. Don't worry.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Howdy.
What's up?
Just a quick one. Just want to let you know that Buju and Gia are here from Roxwood restaurant for food and drink.
Okay, where they're setting up?
Where do you want them set up?
Anyway.
Buju's over there at the minute. Well, shall we? It looks like they're planning on sitting over there, so shall we say that couch over there? He's in that white shirt polo over there.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yes, that's Buju, and then Gia's with the white hair, so I assume they'll be on the couch or something like that.
Just as a note, if anyone does need any food, we do have Buju over near where EMS is in the corner, and we've also got Echo. Echo's also providing food where necessary.
You see that? You see that? You see a skateboard there, Lester? Don't trust anyone.
Ultimately, it's because the whole server economy relies on criminal RP, PDRP. So all the criminal scripts, as an example, require officers on duty. So PD's included in those discussions to make sure that when something's added for criminal, it's balanced for PD, and also that PD's balanced against crim, right? The dome's actually an event arena, so it had a boxing ring in the middle of it earlier today. Anyone else coming down for your side? Is this you two?
Yeah, I mean, we're waiting for our deputy, but don't let that stop you from getting started.
Is he coming down, is he?
He said he is. He had some technical difficulties, but he said he's on his way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Is this a thing from your side?
Guys and girls.
Guys and girls. Guys and girls.
Hi.
Is this everyone from your party? You waiting on anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is everyone.
That's everybody.
Okay.
Are you
Well,
waiting for anyone, or is it just them?
no, they're waiting
That's
on
it.
one, I think.
Right, okay.
Oh, no worries.
RJ?
That's not a problem.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, can you do me a favor then?
What's up?
Hold on. Do I have it on? When RJ shows up, you
Yeah.
have to give him this, and just don't tell him where it came from.
Okay.
Mother pulled me over earlier and gave it back, but it's gonna be his again now.
You a bitch. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? I approve of that message.
Man.
I
And
approve
it's
of
not
that
allowed on
message.
stage, so this is
Ooh,
gonna
a
be great.
microphone. Testing. Hello.
Excellent. I got you. Okay.
Breaking Smithy.
Yeah, we'll get started shortly.
All right.
Do you know how long this is? Is it going to be as long as the last one, or is it?
No, we'll try and keep it quick. Obviously, it depends on what questions people have got in the audience and stuff as well. We'll try and move people through quickly.
No waffling.
No, if there's going to be questions, there's going to be hard questions for both sides.
Okay.
I mean, we know about previous mayoral parties, etc., and people's backgrounds. So obviously, these are things that be brought up. Don't take it personally. Obviously, we're just seeing what people have got to say because there's a load of questions that have come in. And yeah, let's.
I already guarantee we know half of them, but we will see.
There you go. You've got it. It'll be easy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So.
Not, but I'm not doing it for fucking free either. Well, me taking to Leicester to Kyle and leaving him there is not doing it for free either.
Ralph, I can hear you from here.
Wait, what?
I can hear you from here.
No, you can't.
What was that about? Leicester or the Arctic?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I see what you did there. So it's Arctic, not Kyle.
Well, more tips. We will play more tips now that Dan's here. We will be doing more. Such goobers.
Well, the only person I know is
I bet he's bankrolling. It'd be great.
Did you get rid of it? Yeah, you were trying to force me to buy it. I'm trying to get you to buy it.
Not running.
Stop running?
Is Wolfenstein not running again?
Probably, man. I'm not voting for him if he does run, to be honest.
Look, Bucket's having an interview.
But he'll bring back LSD.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
No.
We're going to get started because I don't want to keep everyone here all night. So, good evening. Welcome into the Sea Breeze Dome. Now, this is going to be the first mayoral election debate. I stand before you tonight very much as a moderator of this debate. I am also Commissioner of the Police. Along with the Department of Justice and the Office of the Mayor, Police Department forms one of the three powers that hold the fabric of this city together. Now, that is a delicate balance. What you guys are here tonight is to find out who you want to be part of that trifecta. Who do you want to make sure that your voice is heard and that the city is run in a very respectful and balanced way? Now, the role of mayor isn't just a title of prestige. It's got immense economic and legislative weight. The individual sits in the office, controls everything from vehicle imports, prices of homes that you sleep in, and the salaries of our first responders, as well as, you know, food businesses and mechanics. The very contents of a treasury are up to them to decide of how it's allocated and how it's managed. Ultimately, they're going to be the architects of the economy for this city over the next 4 months. And they're also going to be partners in the legal system with myself, Dan, and DOJ. So tonight we are joined by two different parties with vastly different visions for the future of Los Santos. On one side, we have Seth Brooks and his party representing the continuation of the current administration's policies, but facing questions regarding market fairness and personal business interests. The contending party, led by Mr. Dan, ultimately he's come to make a change. His party's all about fairness. His party's all about balance. They believe that the current party cannot do that and that they can bring a fairer way for Los Santos to thrive. Now, how this is going to work, we're going to have some key points, key questions for each party. We're going to invite parties up to have opening statements, and then we're going to let the parties kind of debate it out a little bit. What I want from both parties is, if you do believe that the other party is just waffling a little bit, why not interject? Why not call them out on any bullshit that you may think? Now, can I get both parties just to come up to the stands? So, out of quickness, Mr. Brooks, would you like to introduce your party members, and what you're standing for?
Hello everyone, my name's Seth Brooks, for those who don't know me. I was in the last term, I was working alongside Mr. Wolfenstein, but I've decided now, due to time constraints, that I feel like I'm best suited to run independently. So I'm running on behalf of the after party, alongside me. He's coming his way. Unfortunately, he's had some difficulties on his travels. But it's me, Mr. RJ, with my deputy mayor.
You vote for Seth, but here bucket, and then I think it's interesting.
Matt Cook with my department.
I honestly don't know who I'm going to vote for.
I have a few core values, but I don't want to hold you here every day, so I think we'll let the other party introduce themselves and we'll get into it.
Okay, Mr. Dan Graham.
Hello. Obviously, you know me as Dan Graham. We are the Equal Voice Party. So we got Bucket, Hatchie. I forgot your name again. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, we've obviously talked to a lot of you, and we do agree with your points. Everything at the minute is costing too much, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on. We'd like to change it, and obviously let everyone else choose what goes on. Really.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I appreciate both sides. Okay. So we're gonna run through some sections, and this is gonna be open for either side to kind of jump in, answer it first. Any suggestions they may have or anything they want to interject with, then feel free. So, I think first and most importantly is going to be the economic and infrastructure for the great city of Los Santos. Now, the mayor has the power to create and price properties. How are we, between the two parties, going to make sure that house prices are fair, concise, and well within the economic standpoint of this city and affordable for those that are not only brand new and wanting to start life here, but those that are, you know, progressing through and making a name for themselves?
Well, I mean, I'm happy to start on this one. This was actually one of my points I wanted to discuss today. To put it simple, you shouldn't have to be a millionaire to afford your own property.
He wants a W for every, has that?
It's your basic right is to be able to own your own property and have privacy in your own property to abide in. Obviously, with my position with Inside Horizon as well, I feel like I have quite a good leg up to be able to help price some more affordable areas, and that definitely includes in spreading out those areas. So currently, the current infrastructure projects that were funded for housing, they're all based in the city, and as we all know, living in the direct city is going to be expensive. So definitely, I want to look into, you know, building some more houses out in Sandy,
take care of Mushy.
Roxwood, expanding off onto the current Roxwood housing estate. But yeah, definitely I need to look at the inequality of owning property, because, you know, we don't want the top 1% to only be able to own houses. We want everyone to eventually be able to own their own property and go from there. Thank you.
Anything from Dan's side?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Seth. Obviously, it shouldn't be just the rich buying these houses, but without obviously knowing the facts of how much the builders are costing, I would like to obviously put their prices down because on grocery there's a little bit much for grocery. Let's be honest. Otherwise than that, yeah, it's about the same.
It's expensive for grocery. Okay. So now that does bring up one point that I do want to push back towards you, Seth.
Yeah, go for it.
You mentioned that you're part of Horizon. Now, for those that don't know, Horizon are the ones that ultimately build out and sell those properties to the government to then resell. So, with that in mind, would you not say that you hold significant interest in properties being sold?
Well, I mean, I can definitely see where that would come across. But I don't own a managing share in the business. I am simply just an employee. So at the end of the day, I work for my employer, and they decide how much I get paid. So I don't have a real financial gain. I do have to a degree a financial gain, but I don't get to decide that. It simply is how the process works. Is obviously the government requests a quote to house a certain area. The Horizon then come back with a quote, and then once approved from the government side, the funds are sent to Horizon, and then Horizon, my boss, basically decides how much I would get paid for that.
Okay. So, an interesting one. So while we're talking about the economy and the infrastructure of a city, I think everyone's very much aware of a lot of criticism my department has faced over the last couple of weeks when it comes to reckless behavior and breaching of any rights. And this is a question for both sides. Ultimately, how are you guys going to work with PD on that to make sure that people's rights are upheld? What's your kind of plans for making sure that, one, PD is held accountable, but two, that they are given what they need to fight crime within this city?
I think we'll keep this fair. Dan, do you want to go first? Or Dan's party?
So regarding that...
You might want to speak up.
Okay, wait, is that good? Okay, regarding that, so I'll be the liaison, so I'll be able to stay in communication with PD, EMS, and civilians as well, so it'll keep the communication kind of flowing between, obviously, the mayor and the city as well. So if there is any issues or anything like that, then it can be
Like crime with crime.
It can be discussed with the party, and then we'd be able to obviously try and take action depending on the situation that it upholds.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so how I'm gonna go about that. So with my current role in the current government is my role is I am the Department of Social Service basically. So I believe I already do have quite a strong connection with both both PD commissioners as it currently stands. So obviously I wish to upkeep that and strengthen it where possible. We meet on a semi-regular basis as it currently is. So I'd like to continue that. If not, bring it up to be more regular. So the government is more informed, and and it's not all about it's PD's fault as well. It's about working with the PD and working out to see what tools they need and how they can make their job easier to try and steer away from misconduct and the sorts of bad press, really.
Okay. Again, question for both parties. Will you guys support an independent audit of a city's discretionary fund to ensure that taxpayer money has not been diverted to private interests, such as friends of the administration?
I mean, that's a pretty cut and dry answer. Yes, 100%. We're completely open and honest.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree with Seth on that one. Obviously, everything. Yeah, everything's got to stay within obviously reason. and obviously everything what the government makes should be going.
He was
back
the one who was on
into,
offer with his rights.
obviously everything the government needs, and obviously the police, the EMS, and everything what everyone wants really to enjoy themselves and have a good life.
If you don't mind, Harry, I'm just going to quickly expand on my point. As one of my my key points I wanted to bring up is I want to maintain the current trialed transparency that I'm trying to introduce in my current stand-in for the current government. So, if, for those of you who haven't noticed, I've been trialing new things, a lot more press releases, and doing funded meetings, sorry, to allow the public to vote. So I feel like having those sorts of that level of transparency. If not, I want to push that even further to even log like 90% of every transactions. So basically, I can be held accountable. Our party can be held accountable. It'd be pretty hard if the fund meetings were being displayed publicly, that I was funding X amount to the projects and then X amount going to PD and X amount going to EMS. It'd be pretty hard for me to explain why there's money missing, if there is money missing, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Okay. So both sides as well. EMS. So EMS as a group ultimately keep not only officers but civilians standing, keep them going about their business when they either make a mistake or end up in an accident. What are your plans for EMS, and how are you going to look to improve their general well-being?
Who's going first?
Go on, Hatchie, you take this.
Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. So with EMS,
Where's RJ in uniform?
we feel like we should give them more of a fair chance, because obviously without EMS, I mean, pretty sure most of the people in this room wouldn't be standing. So I feel like they've kind of been undermined. So I feel like we could definitely try and figure out maybe some form of pay rise, or maybe a reward for the longest clocked on, or anything like that.
Test party.
Yeah, so I think keeping a strong relationship with EMS and making sure they have all the tools they need is
Government
extremely
on flowers,
important.
100%.
Making sure they're supported and everything's working very, very smoothly. As the other party mentioned, that having EMS is a vital part of the city. It's one of the cogs that keeps the machine running. That is Los Santos. So making sure that they're well supported, what they need, and everything, and then they feel heard and listened to, is vital, really.
Okay. Both sides. Accountability for the Treasury. How often will you publish a full balance sheet of a city's finances, including every dollar spent on imports, property development, and event funding?
I think I'll start on this one. So I would love to promise everyone that every single dollar that the city spends is tracked. But I can tell you from exact experience, it's 90%. It's impossible. I spent countless hours trying to account for where funds go, and I'm sure if the other party do get into power, they'll see very quickly how quickly you lose track of where the money goes. So that is simply down to the incomes and outgoings of like the incoming of train tickets and the outgoing of wages. It's almost impossible to keep track of every dollar. So having a very clear balance sheet of the actual funds spent by myself or our party, that'll be published as soon as the transaction is made.
So, Jamson, what I will say is he's not in charge of his current party, so he doesn't have a right to that.
I've stopped the dealers, or I've spent some money on events, or I've given PD some bonus money, or EMS some bonus money, or bought some. I could talk for hours.
Yeah, he's not the current mayor.
Weekly breakdowns, as well as every transaction is posted.
Right, with our side, I would like to do them as much as possible, as much as obviously I can do, or my team behind me, just to keep everyone updated on everything we're spending the money on and keeping it 100% with the people.
He's not for current mayor, so for current mayor is Harry Wolfenstein. Okay. Nice. Okay, keep this flowing a little bit. I'm going to take 2 questions from the audience. Anyone want to ask a question? I see you over on the left-hand side. Would you like to come up?
Okay. So one of my questions is for both of you guys. When it comes down to it, let's face it, the car economy is quite troublesome. When you look at the classes of cars and the prices on them, what will you guys be doing to fix that problem?
Yeah, I mean, I can start with this one. So, as part of my plan, my first week plan of into the office, is going to be conducting a full review, current pricing, sale prices, import prices, and where the current market balance is for vehicles, especially. So for those that you don't know, the mayor does pay an import price and then has to decide the sale price. However, the more vehicles that are imported, the price does go up for said vehicle. So it's all about a big balance. And
Harry's not rerunning.
Further on to that, I don't want to go in straight away and slash all the prices. Let's say 20% on all cars, because then that then creates an upset in the second-hand market. If someone's bought a car for 800k and then next week it sells for 500k in the dealership, that really, so that's a big profit loss on the second-hand market. So it's a massive game of balance, really.
So obviously on our side, obviously we don't know the ins and outs of this, obviously because we haven't been in. But obviously with the pricing, I feel like it should be some wiggle room with it, because I feel like they've been added too much, if you know what I mean. Obviously then they get restocked, they just go up too much and they never come back down. They always stay at the same price. So I'd obviously like to bring the price down and hopefully keep them down if I can, possibly.
Okay. Long red hair stood up the corner if you want to come down.
Of course, Harry picks the fucking redhead.
Yeah, I have
You might want to turn the microphone on.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Treasury muscle.
This ain't a Verizon commercial, is it?
Sorry, I'm kind of new to your city.
I'm sorry, we still
Get
can't hear
closer to
you.
the mic and push the little button on it.
Oh.
Like, physically take a step forward. Or 2.
You got this, we believe.
Okay.
There you
go. Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me
Good
now?
job.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I appreciate it.
So, my biggest for you guys is I do your basic sanitation. I do the garbage. What I'm coming across is every load I do, I'm only making under $2,000, considering the cost of food and the cost of gas to keep this vehicle running is killing me. So what can you guys do to help me out? Because if I start doing rentals for a housing, I would have nothing.
I can touch on this.
An interesting point.
I hear your concerns, I really do. However, unfortunately, the mayor doesn't have any control over your salary as the sanitation workers. It's definitely something we could speak to the relevant parties about. Maybe adding some financial support. You're a key worker, really. You're keeping the streets clean. As it currently stands, the mayor doesn't have any power over the salaries of sanitation workers.
Wild chat.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, that's all I had. Just thought I would ask on that one because that's kind of
I think
drives it in the beginning.
Yeah, I
I
think
got something for you, man.
Peter's has got a.
Yeah, so you talk about sanitation and stuff. I mean, I am one of the people that does a lot of different things around the city as well. And if you're having issues, one of the first things I can do to you is give you my number, and I can show you exactly how to do that job. Because you say you're making about $2,000 to run. Honestly, I could make that probably double, because you should be getting about 4, and you should be able to do it solo in about 20 minutes per run. And if you got a couple friends, you can get it a lot easier, man. So basically, there's a whole lot of stuff you can do from that aspect. Now, on the other side of things, too, you're talking about rent. Now, that is something that we can technically have control of, and we have somebody standing right behind me. lovely Lexi, who's going to be looking into housing. Now, I can't promise we're going to be able to, make a ton of changes, but, that is something we're going to look into, is the price of housing and rentals and things like that, because I feel like there are a lot of places that are either oversold, like all the
Seth
cheap
is running
stuff's
for
gone,
mayor, Katie,
or
yeah.
stuff like that. So that's
Yeah,
something
he
we
is.
can look into. But there are a lot of ways to make money around this city, and if, you need to reach out to any of us to ask any questions, that's definitely something we'll stand behind.
All right, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Cool.
Thank you. I see Ty over there. Come on, Ty.
Hello?
Hi there.
Okay, so I was just wondering, what exactly will you guys help with EMS? Does that make sense? I think I just stumbled over my words.
Yeah, I can start on this one. So like I said, I feel like at the minute, all the EMS employees that I've actually spoken to,
it's hard because it's so early and equally
dug to the bottom at the minute. So I'm kind of planning on trying to see
this party's new, right? So they don't know how government works. So it's unfair to hold them to the same standard as, say, Seth, as an example. Because Seth's party ultimately,
trying to
Murphy.
that all resources that you guys need are obviously there, and just make sure you guys are properly funded.
Yeah. I'll pick up on this. So, as you're more than aware, as my current position is to liaise with both yourselves, yourself and Smithy. And I mean, I'd like to maintain the current relationship I've got with Smithy. I like the fact that he feels comfortable enough to pick up the phone and just give me a call whenever he has an issue. I mean, I've made myself more than available for EMS to come to me with any concerns. I personally haven't been made aware of any concerns, if there are. But if that is the case and they feel like they are, they're the afterthought, I'd like to reassure you that is not the case, or that will not be the case in my party. They are, they're the
yeah, no,
he's
kind of monitoring.
So if there are any issues, it'd be #1 priority to jump on it, along here with my deputy mayor.
Okay. Well, Smithy is not only the only director, but I would like to actually ask about bonuses for EMS. You did mention that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to kind of come back to your statement about Smithy's not the only EMS. You are correct. However, I've not been able to get in contact with you with several months. I've made many attempts. So that's why Smithy's been my direct point of contact. And
Damn.
for bonuses, for bonuses,
I reckon it'd be
really,
close in voting.
It'd be really of a kind of a balance again between PD and EMS. Obviously, definitely EMS do deserve that attention.
I think Bucket side's a danger as well, because Bucket,
if
they go too far as our party, that actually breaches the rules of the party, which then means that they'd get removed anyway. So I'll be real careful about our party.
The afterthought, but it makes it, it kind of shift the narrative really. But definitely, if that's a program that EMS would like to introduce, I'm sure that we could make room in the funding to make that available.
But at the minute, isn't EMS getting slightly less than PD? Shouldn't they be on the same wage now?
We actually get the same. And I think,
sorry,
to jump in,
go
on. EMS also do get a bonus for defibrillators as well. PD don't get that.
That was part of our negotiation, part of our thought process behind the whole wage increases, was that if we was to make the wages exactly the same, then EMS would be receiving more money because they get the bonus when using the defibrillator. So yeah, that was definitely something that was considered. And I haven't heard any wage complaints between EMS since it was kind of explained. But if that's the case, again, it's open for review. Same with PD.
All right. Well, I have not received any missed calls, so I'm not sure if you're calling the wrong number, but we can talk about that after.
Of course we can.
So I will want to bring up. So
he's just in a party.
The other party mentioned wanting to work really head on with EMS and the whole defibrillator thing. We do get paid between $100 to $400. It's kind of random just how many people go down, and we have to defib. So we have had arguments about, bumping EMS pay, but it's been kind of pushed down because we apparently make a lot more money with the defibs. So yeah, what kind of plans do you have for EMS?
I'm doing good, Cressida. How are you?
Is this for both of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I mentioned, I'm planning on trying to do a bonus for obviously PD and EMS, both sides. Again, obviously, how often, if you don't mind me asking, how often do you actually roughly use the defib? Is it quite often, or?
It's not as often anymore because we don't have as serious of injuries. So it's just people who have gone fully down is the only time we actually get paid for defibs.
I mean, if we do obviously get elected, then we can definitely take a look into possible payment adjustments. We can't guarantee it, but obviously we can take a look into it. We're not going to be here standing up here making false promises, but we can definitely take a look into it.
Good answer. Good answer from Hachi. Nice.
As I currently mentioned, or as I mentioned prior to that, my plans for EMS kind of remain to keep the channels open. Really, we have just funded a program for PD, so I was going to be looking into sliding that EMS's way as well, and I'm talking in relation to the PD housing that allow the police officers to have free housing. It's definitely something that was on the table for me to bring to you guys. So yeah, maybe we could look into providing the EMS that also the state funded housing as well.
All right. Do you have a question?
Hang on. Oh, there we go. It's on now. I just thought I'd join in quickly. Yeah,
he actually can't
inquire about that, and it was denied because of our defib bonus. So I don't know if that will be something you'll reinvestigate. But I did have another question of whether we would get our fire department opened up again.
Yeah, that's a really good point actually. That is that's the other half to you guys is your fire and EMS. So yeah, definitely having a fire department reopen.
I mean, I don't think it sucks that he can't, because at the end of the day, he chose his RP, and his RP was to become a criminal.
I wasn't actually made aware of that. The discussions really between the housing.
Who's running for mayor? So Seth's running for mayor, and Dan's running for mayor.
But I wasn't made aware that your request is. I didn't know it was brought forward really.
Yeah, EMS EMS are important, so of course they're going to have a lot of questions.
And I don't believe that your defib payment should have any effect on you having free housing. Yeah, if it's fair to be given to one, it should be given to the other.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I definitely feel like the housing situation would be a good idea. We should definitely take a look into it. Again, we're trying to obviously we'll have to try and find a perfect balance between PD and EMS. But yeah, I definitely understood when people came to me and said that obviously you guys felt like you was kind of at the bottom, which I totally disagree with.
I mean, I don't feel like we've been at the bottom, to be honest. We have had a wage increase, and no one's come to me with any queries or complaints staff-wise, so I'll have to look into that, see where that information's come from.
EMS there is medics that have come to me and complained about how sometimes EMS gets mistreated.
This is an interesting
I will agree with that sheer fact that EMS sometimes feel like we're at the bottom and we don't really get the attention that we need.
I think EMS need to sort their message for internally.
I will just jump in there that both of you do have my phone number as the current standing Department of Social Services. So if you feel like you do need additional support, as I've said from day one, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. But going forward, I will ensure that both directors are kept more informed, as there seems to be some miscommunications going on there.
And you're from
I want to add a little bit onto that as well, because I actually used to be an EMS worker, so I know firsthand exactly what you guys go through on a lot of this stuff. And honestly, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I've seen the stuff that you do. I've seen the bonuses, and all that stuff, and I've driven the vehicles and stuff, and I feel like there's a lot of improvement that we can make. So like if you guys have stuff that you want to talk about, all you got to do is contact any of us. We're always going to have an open door policy. We're always open to talking about things and hearing what you need. So that's one of the things we're going to offer you guys.
All right, perfect. I mean, that's all I have. So thank you.
Okay.
Yep, me too. Thank you for your time.
Snowy, I see with your hands up. I know you've been running around the city today asking questions. So come on.
Is it on? Yep, there we go. Hi. So my question
You
to both
for
parties
mayor.
really is
Only on
currently
accounts for
the
yourself.
state of the tax that businesses go under. The lower earning businesses are taxed at the same rate as the higher earning businesses, which penalizes restaurants for earning more. Is that something you'd both look into?
Yeah, definitely. As our discussion, which we had earlier on today in Legion, I was currently unaware of how the tax operated. Obviously, that wasn't my department in the current state of the government. So yeah, now that you made me aware of currently the situation you're put into by the tax system, definitely it's open for review, as is everything. In my first week, there will be a full audit on everything in the city. So yeah, definitely it's open for review. We want to support those businesses. Go on.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
Like RP's real life.
you're good.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, no, so as a business person myself, I already knew exactly how the business taxes work. You know why? Because I actually took the time to talk to business owners, the things that's actually important. So even though I wasn't part of any government parties or anything, I know exactly how the taxes work, and I also think that shit's kind of a bit freaking unfair. I've already started putting a couple little plans together for that stuff, talking with Snowy and other business owners about what they're going through, what they have to deal with. And I feel like, it wouldn't take me 3 months to figure out how to get shit better for them. I mean, there's a reason some of these places ain't open, and that is definitely something I'm going to be working with them on, is trying to figure out what they need and what we can get them to better incentivize them to be open,
dig
'cause
from Bucket.
At the end of the day, we all got to eat and drink, man.
It's getting spicy.
I think as well, coming from my staff there at the restaurant, they all feel that it's
I think she can
job, but they
stream
get paid
more.
the
Her
same as a
PC's currently in my
mechanic,
house.
and they feel unfair by that. Is that something else that you'd be looking into?
Absolutely. I think that's a very fair point. I've said that since day one. I've never actually worked at a restaurant until you kind of showed me some of the stuff that we had to do for that. And honestly, it kind of sucks. I've talked to a lot of people that have also said it sucks. There's a reason everyone likes standing around mechanic shops and they don't like working at restaurants. Yeah, we all got to get our cars fixed, but you know what else we need to do? We need to eat and drink, man. It's kind of a problem. And now with all the changes with going on with farming and stuff, it's even more important that we foster relations between farms and businesses to make sure we can feed everybody. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be looking heavily into, man.
Yeah, I mean, similar to what Bucky said over there. See, I actually do have first-hand experience. Unlike what he mentioned, I do have first-hand experience in the food industry. So yeah, I completely understand the struggle it is and how much actually hard work it is.
A weird guy.
So yeah, definitely I want to address the pay inequality. And so yeah, definitely, as I mentioned, everything's open for review from the first week, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Nice. Bailey Knight.
Okay, so in regards to businesses, there may be some people looking to start their own business and such. How would you guys go about approving such businesses and helping new businesses?
Okay. Yeah. So as it currently works, for new businesses to be opened up, it is as simple as the new businesses, they reach out to the government, and they bring along a business plan, and then we work with them as best as we can, and we can provide them the information and support they needed. So recently we've opened up a new business for a member of the public, that is Mr. Butcher's pub. I'm not sure if he's done a grand opening as of yet, but yeah, definitely it's working very closely with those small businesses, encouraging them and providing support where we can.
So as somebody who is actually trying to go through that process currently myself, I can definitely tell you it is a very frustrating and, very uncertain process. Currently, you put all this time into making a business plan, You tell them the idea. They say that's a great
Hey,
idea.
Lando with the
and then that's
$50.
it.
I
It's,
appreciate it,
you know,
brother.
in fact, like it's been probably a month or
Love
two
all the
since I
streams
talked to Wolfenstein
of all
about
of
my
us.
idea. I was
I
told it's
appreciate
great, it's
it,
in the
my guy.
works, and that was
You
it.
legend.
I personally do not have any experience on the government side to see what's going on there, but I can guarantee you, if you come to me with a business idea that is deemed valid and we think it's something that would actually really work out, I will keep you updated on the process as best as I can, even if it's just a weekly text saying something like, oh, you know, we're still working on this or that, or we're waiting on this.
So I don't
just
think
something to kind of keep you in the
Sarge's
loop. Because, I
party
mean,
wants
honestly,
to speak
business is
too
what
much.
pushes everything forward. We need businesses to support the economy and keep things flowing. So, again, as my role in charge of businesses and stuff, that's going to be something I'm going to be very in charge of and transparent on.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it. Now, just through both parties, obviously we have had a couple of people talk. I think what would be prudent for the audience and the citizens is for each member of the party to come up and explain what their role is within that party. Dan, you want to start? There's more of you guys.
All right then. Obviously, my name's Dan. I'll be looking into the car side, and obviously there will be the finances as well of the obviously tax income and obviously the city income after all, really.
Hi, my name is Lexi. I'm going to be the deputy mayor as well as I'm going to make sure that I address any housing concerns that you guys have. As well as I'm going to talk to most of you, but anybody that I haven't
Look,
talked
it's like
to,
Trump has felonies.
I'm always around and always free to chat.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, I'm Hachi. I'll be serving as a liaison for PD, EMS, and civilians. My goal is to make sure everything runs smoothly, that our emergency services are properly supported and funded, and that the communication between all sides stay clear and effective. I also want to make sure that everyone's voice is heard, not just during the election, but throughout the entire running period. So to make sure that everything runs smoothly, if there's any concerns or anything with just the general public, they'd be able to just give me a call anytime, or
Mac is part of the party.
if they see me.
All right. I don't think I need to say shit about who I am. I think everybody here knows who I am and what I do. But here's a little bit about me. I'm always here. If you got questions, I'm always here to answer them. If you need help, I'm always here to help people. And honestly, like I said, that's pretty much it. My role is going to be like making sure that the businesses are looked after, business relations, making sure things flow smoothly between everything, getting new businesses open.
Gonna make big calls around the
coffee shop and Ralph's soon-to-be bar. And, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff. I feel like there's a lot of fun stuff we could do, and I want to work with you guys to get all your dreams to come true.
I guess we'll go now. So obviously, my name's Seth. I am running as the mayor for the after party. My main goal is to ensure the balance across the city. So it's overseeing my my party members here, making sure that the communication is there, making sure the treasury is intact, making sure the finance is spent where it is and where it's needed. And yeah, I'll pass over to my director of business.
Hello, I'm Mac. I'm here representing business, especially restaurants, mechanic shops, and farms, because those are what keep the city active day to day. My focus is making sure that they stay running. Right now, we see places struggle with consistency, staffing, and staying busy. And when businesses aren't active, the whole city feels it. What I'm going to focus on is creating better communication between business owners and farmers and holding regular check-ins so issues don't get ignored, and making sure we're creating opportunities that actually bring people into those businesses. I'm not here to promise unrealistic outcomes, but I'm sure we're building an environment where businesses have the best chance to succeed and stay active.
Hello. I am Rick James. I'm the deputy mayor. A lot of you know me. I am in police. I will be handling the working with PD and EMS and assisting Seth with daily operations. As most of you know, I'm very reasonable. I will be here every day to listen to all of your guys' concerns.
Interesting.
All the above. If anything happens,
is the restaurant she works at struggling?
You know how to get a hold of me. I mean, I love most of the people in this city. Everybody here is awesome people, and I just want to be as useful and as helpful to everybody as I possibly can.
Nice. Okay. So. No, this is where it's gonna get a little bit tougher. Seth, I'm gonna put you in a hot seat.
Go for it.
So you are part of the current party, and as such, are very much at a hand in the current economy that this city is in. If the economy is currently suffering, as evidenced by lack of purchasable items within things like the malls, vehicle scarcity, why should we believe that your leadership will be any different from the Wolfenstein era that you were part of?
Yeah, I mean, so as it currently stands, my role within the
liar as well as
party,
bald.
is my role in that department is just the liaison between PD and EMS. Whereas of recent, I have stepped up and taken, I've stood in for Mr. Wolfenstein in these unforeseen circumstances he's involved in. But as it currently stands, even with me stepping in, I'm still leading under his wishes and his policies. I don't actually have any power to make any large decisions. I've been given authorization for stock and things like that. So with me running on my own, obviously, you know, I have full power to edit policies, work with policies, work and create new policies as I come and please with my party's assistance. So yeah, that kind of explains things. So yeah, I'm reiterating, I'm currently not able in my current position, even while stepped up, to make any edits or make any drastic changes to the current economy. But yeah, I believe there will be change soon.
Yeah, Harry's busy at the moment. Okay. Now, Dan.
Yes.
Again, hot seat for you, my friend.
Okay.
Over the past week or so, we've seen a lot of your party members actually promote themselves to be mayor. Now, due to certain circumstances, some of your party members obviously cannot do that. How can we guarantee that your party isn't just a shadow government to allow them to run in your stead?
Well, it definitely wasn't going to be a shadow one. It was obviously for Bucket. Obviously, he wanted to run. He wanted to make the change, but unfortunately, he couldn't. Obviously, because reasons. Yeah. And I was in the run to get expunged, and that wasn't guaranteed in time. So yeah.
Okay. Any questions from the audience? Anything anyone wants to know? Again, this is a great point for you guys. Okay, Max, I see you there, brother. Again, this is a really good time for you guys to speak up, because whoever you choose is going to be running your city for the next 4 months. Max?
Okay, so I don't normally talk in these kind of things. I'm kind of keep to myself in this, but I wanted to bring up something. As an
Again, Seth
individual who's
is
earned a lot
Dan.
of money, I know, I'm bringing it up, and spent a lot of money within the system, how would you go about making it fair for other individuals to purchase said affordable homes, cars, when you're bringing prices down, which means that people with a lot more money could actually buy more of said items? How would you make this fair for everyone?
Well, I mean, that's kind of it's a tricky question to ask off the get-go, really. I know I've used this word a lot, but it's really a game of balance. And if that is a case where if we we bring prices down and make things more affordable and they're still getting snatched up, then we'll look at introducing some further policies, providing support to those that need it, whether that be housing plans, so they can apply for housing, and housing is released to a person specifically. They're private sales rather than doing public sales where they can get snapped up instantly. Doing staggered releases of houses to be sold. So not all properties are released at that one exact time for them all to be snapped up. They can be staggered to allow people with different availability to grab that purchase.
Yes. So basically, the way we want to address that when it comes to cars, we want to make sure that everybody has a fair shake in that.
I win. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. Why not?
When cars are, we want to check to see within our budget, obviously, and see how the release dates of these vehicles are. But we want to make sure that all people aren't buying things. We want to make sure that any vehicle that is released is released and not bought. We can roll back into the system and we can get cars that people might want. The same thing goes for the housing as well.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to expand on the vehicle side of things. So for those of you that they attended the truck dealership opening, the first launch, we did something a little bit different. I was trialing a raffle-based system for entry, and I mean I heard
so
positive
you only
feedback on
need
that,
3 members.
so. That allowed 2 people to or a person to enter at a time and purchase 2 vehicles.
And I think he does have a 4th member, they're just not here at the moment.
They had to wait till everyone who was currently entered into that raffle to try again. And I feel like that was a pretty fair way. It was randomly generated. No one was favoritized. There was no one person was let in to buy all 6 cars and then resell them at a higher market rate. So yeah, I think that was a pretty fair way. And further on from that, if you've noticed that we've actually stopped announcing minor restocks, giving their exact release date, and we're kind of just allowing people to, it's falling on their own responsibility to make sure those dealerships are checked. If there's a vehicle which they want,
Seth can talk.
It's their responsibility to check on them again on a daily basis. Really,
a voting process will be a few days. It's usually a week.
Minor restocks fair without making everyone queue up and doing a really long raffle system for those that just want to swing by and check. Because yeah, I appreciate doing the raffle system does take a very long time.
So we got the lady over there.
Close to 2 hours to get through everyone. But yeah, so for the minor restocks, we stopped announcing them.
Okay. Thanks for the question, Max. Aria, I see you at the back. The fuck happened to Dan? Dan's just knocking everyone over.
Hello? Okay. This is not directed towards Seth, but the current government, I own a farm, and when it's time for me to sell to the government, I have like a 1-hour window where a government official is awake. How can we make sure that the government will be around when we need them to be around?
Yeah, I definitely understand that is a problem with the current government, kind of really because all the party members are based in the kind of the same time zone and were around at the same times. But my current party, or the new party, is actually it's constructed of 3 core members that are all from different time zones, so all with different availability. So that should expand. On the times where I take a nap. There's times where Mac would be around a lot later than I am, and the same for RJ. There's times where he's gonna be around when I'm not. So there's a lot more diversity in the party.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say, no discredit to Hatchie standing behind me. She is kind of our liaison to be able to talk to for anybody, for any reason, PD, EMS, businesses, even just regular workers and civilians and stuff, man. But besides that, you've also got me. I mean, who the fuck here can say that they haven't really seen me on an everyday fucking basis? I mean, every time you guys call or text me, I'm pretty much always fucking there. And if I'm not, I get back to you pretty damn quick. So I can guarantee you over the last couple of years since I moved to this city, I've fucking been here. I've watched mayors and stuff leave for weeks and months at a time, but guess who's been here every single fucking day? That's right, Bucket. So you don't even have to worry about that shit with me, man. And if I'm not here, we've got other people in the party that would gladly take over anything that you need.
Perfect.
Oh, real quick. I gotta say something to you real fast. So I'm the same way. Like, I'm always around. I will always be around. If you get a hold of me, as soon as I fly in, I will ring you and I will handle everybody's concerns. I'm always around and I plan on being around. I know I moved away for a couple of years, but this is my home and I'm never leaving again. So if you need me, call, text, beep me. You know, the old school beepers? Use them. I'm there. Thank you.
I don't think anyone uses a beeper anymore, RJ.
You know, Harry, some people might.
Only his mom when she backs up.
Okay, lady with the white hair. I see you over there.
Oh yeah, she's my stepmom. She just doesn't know it yet.
What the
I think you said that extremely loud.
Sorry, I had to laugh at. I have a question when it comes to kind of businesses, and up and coming businesses or new businesses that are going to be approved. How do you guys either side have a plan how to keep things fair between, you know, existing businesses and ones that are coming in? Especially because I know
late to this debate.
From what I've heard, the loans that the existing businesses had were, you know, a little steep to say the least.
So the way that new businesses are curated is slightly different to how the the mainstream mechanics and restaurants work. So any new business, as it currently stands in the current government, is they are required to have the upfront payment to create the business, and the government doesn't take any of that money. The money which you would pay from the quote which you receive goes straight to the builders. But we can definitely look into to make it more available to more people. We could look into a payment plan. I see no problems in that being a case. If you need that little bit more of assistance in creating in that new business and everything that helps you get.
Gotta be help for everyone.
This is wild. I see no problem with that being a thing really. We want to support everyone to chase their dreams really.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to businesses, there's a lot of things involved. There's a whole history of things that happen where people would get into certain businesses and then they wouldn't open as much. And then, you know, progress was never made. And honestly, that's something that we want to make sure to watch. Honestly, I'm not here to like discredit anybody or anything like that, but we do have to keep an eye on businesses and stuff that's going on. We've got a lot of new businesses coming up. We got a lot of existing businesses. Obviously, we want to work with the existing business owners, make sure that they get what they need, and then keep an eye on their performance and stuff. We want to reward them for doing good. On the same token, though, you know, if there are things that are doing bad, then maybe we have to make some changes. I'm not saying I want to do any of that stuff. Obviously, I hate doing stuff like that. But everything is going to be done to better the city and everything else like that. So when it comes to making businesses better, man, it's a whole freaking category. There's things that we can import, export, relations, costs, a whole bunch of stuff that we have to work with. And it all starts with just, you know, talking with you guys to see what you need and stuff like that. So again, that's going to be something I'm going to dive into once I get access to more information and stuff like that. Obviously, right now I have no real insight into that other than
it's actually
direct businesses that I've worked with, which is pretty goddamn much everything in this city. So I am looking forward to diving into that stuff.
Yeah, so it's Haley's business.
Thank you. Is it okay if I asked a secondary question, not related to that?
Go for it.
So I'm sure most people saw the Birdie post earlier today from a suspended account that was listed as Bet. If Bet is back around, what's both parties' plans to potentially deal with that?
So with Bet being around, this was news to me today. I only found out the same way all of you did. Bet has no endorsement, no involvement, and no backing by the government at all. And I will not stand. What they put our city through is an atrocity. The trauma they caused our city and the outfall, really, what happened. There is zero support. And if that is the case, and this isn't a hoax or a prank, someone misusing social media to stir rumors, there will definitely be an investigation, and I'll work very closely alongside the DOJ to make sure this is put a stop to at day one. Really, I don't want to restart what already happened.
Yeah, I mean, on that same note, man, I mean, honestly, rumors start pretty quickly, but there is a saying that says where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's definitely something that needs to be looked into. There's still a lot of bet assets that, while they've been seized, we don't know if they've been fully cleaned out. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we just don't freaking know. And that's one of the things that I do want to look into once we get into office, is to be able to see, like, what exactly are these facilities doing? Because there's a lot of property and stuff that Bet owned. Obviously, like, their stuff was confiscated, but don't forget, right before things went to shit, they took a lot of money, cash right out of accounts. They don't really have any records of that stuff, so they could be sitting on a lot of money. We've never fully recovered any of that stuff from what I'm aware of. And if they are trying to open up operations again, then they definitely will not be allowed to do so, because we've seen what they've done to us in the past, and it's not good. So anything we can do to keep them down, we will take every action possible.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think follow-up questions for both sides around Bet then is, Seth, did you not work for Bet?
I was on a contract basis, why I had no involvement in the destruction they caused.
And for Cletus, do you not own businesses that are labeled Bet?
So my businesses are BET. It stands for Buckets Everything. It's a business that I'm going to be opening up that is going to sell, buy, and resell stuff within the city. It's going to be materials, farm products, pretty much everything that you can think of to resell everything. Now, obviously, the name Buckets Everything Oil, Buckets Everything Petroleum, Buckets Everything, it's really freaking long. And my marketing strategist said that it's better to shorten it. There's a reason there's dots in between that shit, because I do not want to be known as Bet. But I am Bucket, and I'm proud of my damn name, man. So if you got a problem with that, then you got a problem with freedom.
Could I just interject on that? That is how Bet spelled their name, B.E.T. There was dots in between.
I'm not sure which propaganda you're looking at, but the signs on the buildings and stuff that we used to have was always Bet.
Okay.
I believe it was Bucket who I have on record saying many times, always bet on Dad.
Yep, and that's kind of weird. You got proof of that? Because that right there sounds like slander to me, man.
Except I have proof.
You got proof, huh? And you sure it was me? Cletus Hicks?
Okay, that's beside the point. Questions were asked. Both sides have answered. Rodney, I see you're over there with a question. You've been stood for a while.
Yeah, how you push me?
Cookie be cooking.
Okay. Since it was kind of skipped over, my question is for both parties. Obviously, we've had issues with product. I mean, this is a business question. When it comes down to it, right? The malls themselves, they've pretty much been inactive. You know, we barely ever get any product, and when it's on a short-term basis, and then they're out again. You know, what are you guys going to do to actually deal with the malls and their owners to help the city? Because in this case, they're not really doing a whole lot of anything.
I was going to ask you.
That's a very valid concern. And I'd definitely like to assist in getting those malls thriving again. I would like to promise you that tomorrow I can go and kick those owners out and get some fresh ones in. That really is not the case. They are they're self-funded businesses. A lot of the gas stations, the government doesn't have much control over them. It really is a case of they expire. So rather than jumping on the case of we're going to kick them out, I guess the best approach we could have for that is to try and work with them, work out where they're struggling and why they're not active, and see if we can help them get some more staff, and that's really that's going to be what my business director.
I don't know.
She's going to
The problem is, Bucket is the one mainly talking, and that's a big danger for their party, because they will get striked off if it is found that he is actually running that party, because he's not allowed to run the party.
So having a lot of information and first-hand experience with a lot of businesses, I can tell you they are not as easy as you think. They are not as cheap as you think. The average farm and foundry has put millions of dollars into their businesses, and many of them have yet to see a profit. I can tell you right now, the foundry that I work with has spent roughly $4.2 million since we've created the thing, and I will tell you right now, we've probably made about maybe $1.5 million back. So sitting here right now, I can tell you firsthand from that, we have lost a lot of money. For the longest times, farms were a giant waste of time and money, and they just barely had a way to make money back, and that also just kind of collapsed on them as well. And, you know, there's a lot of things that in businesses have held things down. You also look at things like restaurant workers who work their asses off doing a lot of stuff, having to create fresh food because nobody wants old food and shit. And they're getting paid the same as somebody who's sitting around a mechanic shop. There is a lot of things in this city that we do have control over as the mayoral party that would allow us to better the lives of all the people in here. There's a lot of problems with businesses, supply chains. We now have a local supply chain shortage to restaurants. But, I mean, honestly, for the longest time, farms were making all their money from making alcohol and stuff. So why would they have production lines?
I think Bucket would have been a really good person.
They have a shortage. Are these farmers just expected
to
put hundreds of thousands of dollars back into their businesses right now in hopes of being able to make money from these restaurants? Is there even a supply and demand issue there? It's one of them things that I can't answer right now, but I'm definitely going to, as soon as I get in there, I'm going to be able to answer that stuff. I'm going to work with the farms. I can tell you right now, I've already got supply chains going from oil foundries or oil rigs down to foundries down to multiple farms. And that's just something I've done in the last few weeks. My reach is going to go into working with every farm, trying to figure out what farms need, trying to find a way to make the farms, businesses, foundries make all kinds of more money, because that's what's going to create these products that are going to make this city better. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's not going to be a cheap thing. But these are things that I've dealt with so far. There's a lot of work that's got to be done on these things. It's not freaking easy, but I'm the right guy for the job.
Come on, old man. I've seen you stood there. You've put your walker down.
Hello.
Hello. There you go.
Hello. I've just got a question about businesses with supplies, etc. I don't know if it's related to Rodney's question. I've worked at Burger Shot a few weeks now, Bob's Burgers, and there's been many a times where we've had to purchase local due to not having anyone around to buy from. And I've seen the change where we now have to go to farms, but with it being so quiet last few weeks, how is that going to benefit the food chain in getting supplies when they need them rapid?
Yeah, obviously, so definitely there's a
exactly.
need for a steady supply chain.
Seth's taking over.
Farmers market that's now up in Rockwood,
which is dangerous because
that does ease the pressure.
His party's not stepping up.
Having the distribution on the tablet that being shut down. But hopefully, you know, with my business director Mac over here,
I completely disagree. At the end of the day, his RP was doing what he was doing. You can't have it both ways. If he's going to do crime, then he's going to do crime.
Working with them so we can increase production and make sure that products are spread far and wide to all businesses. So I'm aware of there are some restaurants like Rector's Diner. They have private farm.
I do think Seth and Bucket are doing way too much of the talking.
Maybe working with them to see if we can get a deal for additional exports to other restaurants when it's needed.
Like these two haven't really said anything. Hachi said a little bit.
One of the things I want to say is I do love working with my party. I
anything.
love that the person that's in charge of each department kind of steps up here and answers questions on their own behalf. You know, it's kind of a nice thing when your own people can walk up here and talk on things. I just wanted to say that real quick. But on top of that, like I said, there's a lot of money in alcohol. For a quick example, right? I could turn a bunch of potatoes into something that a restaurant could take, and they could cook it up, right? Or I could take them same potatoes, turn it into vodka, make a lot more money. Now, at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to feed yourself on alcohol. But
I think we're both
if you put a lot of money into something, you want to get some money back out of it.
Kathy with the gifted, you absolute legend.
Incentives for different things to be able to get produced. I mean, sure, supply chain issues are one of the things. We got to have easy ways to get to this stuff. But there's always been areas in the farms now where people can export stuff. You can call farmers and ask for things. But again, it comes down to money. At the end of the day, these farms don't pay for themselves. Anyone who sits here thinking these farms and stuff have just been sitting there printing cash, they are so far wrong. If there is a solid demand and we start getting contracts together between businesses and farms, then we can start working on supply chain issues and maybe even some kind of government incentives to help offset some of those costs. Because this stuff is expensive. It's also labor intensive. There's a lot of repair costs. There's a lot of back and forth trips to pick stuff up. There's a lot more involved than a lot of people think. And that's, again, this is going to be something I'm going to be looking into to try to figure out. It's not going to be solved overnight. But again, that's one of my top priorities.
Yeah, I mean, I've made many of
Seth fails to present a party. Dan fails to present himself. 100%. You know what? You're not wrong.
Have not been around, or even to work at a farm to help make produce. But yeah,
I mean, the thing about working at a farm is it's not as simple as just getting keys to it and doing stuff. There's a lot of trust and access. If I gave you keys to a farm, you can now walk in there and take whatever products you want. It could include alcohol. There's all kinds of stuff that we stock around there. It's kind of like an all-access stop. Now, depending on your access level, too, you could get access to cash and other records. There's a lot of damage that could be done. So there's a reason farmers don't just go out and say, all right, I'm going to hire you and you and you and you, because there's a lot of trust. You can't just give people keys to your place and expect them to follow your rules and everything like that.
I get that. Yeah, that's it from me then.
No, I appreciate it. So, Ralph, then Fox, and then the gentleman with the grey hat.
Hello, everyone. So, long story short, I want to see where taxes going. So, my only understanding right now is Seth's party is sat on a $10 million jet. So, I want to make sure that they're not putting money where they shouldn't be putting money.
So, I mean, I can jump straight on that and give you an answer, straight answer to that. So that $10 million jet was reinvested as a sole purpose of transporting for the alcohol. So that is a big task we undergo, and that that's a lot of cargo we have to carry. So that jet was.
Can I ask what's the storage size?
On the top of my head, I believe it is 1,000.
But the one at like 2.7, 3 point something's 1,000, no?
I'm unaware of every single storage price, and I didn't make the purchase of the aircraft.
Would it not be easy to just get vans?
I didn't make the purchase of the aircraft, so for that decision wasn't mine to make. But I know for a fact it was purchased for the mere speed of doing alcohols. We can drop if anyone that knows that has sold alcohol to myself in the past few weeks. I request them to meet at the nearest airport so I can bring the plane. It makes our lives a lot quicker. We can process alcohol a lot quicker, and there's no delay.
So where would the money be going then if you guys carried on?
In what sense do you mean where'd the money go?
Like 10 million's a lot to set aside for.
It is, but I mean the government is in a very healthy position as it currently stands. You know, we're making very healthy investments back into the population. There's no as I'm aware, you was at the beginning of the fund meeting. There's other projects that we could have also reinvested 3 million, 5 million here back into the government itself. Which
Ralph was made. I couldn't think of Ralph as made. It'd be atrocious.
A government-owned warehouse where only we get access for storage. We don't need it, so we're not going to. We have the plane. You know, as I said as my opening, I want to remain very transparent and making sure that the funds are voted on. Really, I don't want to make sure that. Well, I want to make sure that we're not guessing on your behalf.
It's like a works van, there, like a works plane.
Yeah, it's owned by the government. It's not owned by a single person.
Sweet. So, let's say if you do, obviously you don't go into the next president position. Will that plane then transfer to these guys?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, that's fine.
It's in the government's garage. It's not in my personal garage.
Oh, well, that's where I thought it was like a personal vehicle.
No. It's in. We have a society garage for the aircraft. So it's in the society garage.
Sweet. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fox.
Hello. Is your name Fox? Hello, good people, candidates who are looking to represent us at the state of San Andreas.
100%.
I have one question for each party, and I'll try to keep it simple. Seth, one thing that I personally have experienced as a member of the general public, not as a police officer or anything along those lines, is a breakdown on a regular basis of communication with members of the governing body, between emails sent and phone calls and text messages. And I understand that there's been some complications with your own schedule, Mr. Wolfenstein's, things like that. How do you plan to rectify that if you accept the position as the mayor of the state of San Andreas?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, for the get-go, as my everyone has my phone number, I would ask that I'm not contacted directly for day-to-day issues. Obviously, that then makes me more available for the more serious issues. you know, I have two lovely party members behind me, which have other they also have their phone numbers, and they'll be set up with government email addresses as well. So yeah, all of us will be made contactable.
I think the government's actually doing very well.
As it currently stands, when you know Mr. Wolfenstein
Actually,
was around,
EMS and PD don't really need any help.
So when he inevitably did
farms
have to take
farms is more of a
you know,
dev
the leave
issue,
of
but I
absence,
mean it's
things
fun
kinda
to
came
bring
a bit of a
into
halt
RP,
because
right?
no one really knew what to do or who to contact. So from the get-go, I want to advise and I want to
Rough scouting in front of
contact
plane.
more other party members.
It might be.
As well as myself.
So to add on to that, because I'm the liaison, I'm going to be here, obviously available. A lot of you guys would probably see me on a day-to-day basis because I am around a lot. So I'd be able to bring up any issues to the mayor. Again, he's around a lot as well. So if there is any issues, then all the communication or anything like that can definitely go through me, and I don't mind if you ring me, contact me in any way. I'll be able to bring.
It's not book it, but it's for wrong person for the point. I feel like they're doing it on purpose to show that they're.
And then my question for Dan's party,
he hasn't
if
got
Dan
anyone
wouldn't mind
talking, so his party's not doing great. It's become the Seth show and not.
Dan,
Seth's
I'm
party.
terribly familiar with the people who are standing behind you, and I believe that if they intend to hold positions, political positions, that they absolutely intend to represent themselves to the best of their capability. And I think that you plan to do the same thing. My question is, are you going to be representing the people, and what guarantee or statement could you make right here and now to convince the public and myself as well that you are here to represent us and not your own interests, as Mr. Hicks has discussed his interests when it comes to, you know, appropriate business relationships for improvement for the sake of the people. Obviously, great point. I approve. But how do we know that those aren't going to ultimately be more self-serving than something that serves the people?
Right, so obviously I'm not here for me, right? I'm here for every single one of yous and everyone else what's not here, right? And I don't like the way the city is being run right now, and I do not agree with it. And I feel like money's not going where it's meant to be going.
This is it, Nicotine. I think
and everyone else outside of this stadium.
Dan can kind of show his hand a little bit as the one who's going to be running the party. Then.
Just to kind of chime in as well. I'm a redneck, man. I was born with nothing. I'm probably going to die with nothing. Honestly, I have too goddamn much money. Ask anyone I've talked to recently. I don't fucking need money. When I was running for mayor, I was not going to take a paycheck because I don't fucking need it. I don't care about myself. I've already got enough stuff going on right now that I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. So anyone who's going to sit there and say, like, I'm going to better myself, I'm already the best fucking me that I can be. And there's nothing, literally nothing that I need. So if there's any misconceptions out there, I just want that to be known.
Well spoken.
Okay, but
I don't really have a question.
Okay, but the
take
no, hang
exception-
on. But the next one was the gentleman who had his hands up.
I thought you said the gray hat.
It's this guy. You can come down after him.
All right. So my main question is, I'm new to the city. Like I have little cash, not much to spend, and then I go to a restaurant to buy some food, and
It was interesting domestic.
Near $1,500 for a meal and a drink, and the other one.
It is Hachi's boyfriend. Are you right?
Like 400 ish. This is my question is going to be for both of them to be directed at the actual business people. How are you gonna make it so that we get a fair price for our meals and our other stuff as well?
Fair price for the meals. I like it.
So I'll start this one off. Honestly, it comes down to this, right? Businesses are businesses. Freedom is free. Okay. We're not here to tell businesses what to do, how to do it, what to charge, things like that. The beauty of having multiple businesses is that they compete with each other. You know, if we take something, for example, like the two mega malls, and you look at them, they're both rarely stocked and all their prices are completely identical. And the reason for that is because, well,
Yeah,
they're
a little
operated
bit.
by similar interests.
I'd agree.
And I have proof of this, so don't try to say it's not. On top of that, when you have no competition, you have no reason to undercut. You have no reason to go lower. If you look at the city prices of mechanic shops and you compare that to Roxwood, Roxwood is a lot cheaper because it's a lot less convenient for people. It's kind of like a convenience fee, right? You've got things that when it's more convenient, you're going to pay more. And if it's less convenient, you're going to pay less. But that's not really a bad thing. If you don't want to spend more money on one place, you go to another place. And that's why having all these businesses open and doing this stuff is kind of important. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with competition and pricing and stuff, but that's why there's other options.
Okay, yeah. I agree with what.
Hold on. I asked it to the business representative.
My business representative is currently unavailable this current second. I mean, we can wait, or or I have an answer for you here and now.
In my honest opinion, I would love to wait because I've not heard anything from your party than you.
Sure, no, that's more than fair. Me see what I can do.
Damn.
I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's a valid point, man.
I've heard nothing from his party than him. And,
Just to rebuttal on that, for the other party, is anyone else other than Bucket gonna speak?
I have heard.
Are you kidding? We've all spoken.
See, it seems to be I've heard from a lot more of you than your actual president.
I've answered every business question, and then they've answered housing questions and car questions and AD and EMS. I mean, I don't know what you've been looking at.
You jump in a lot more than your actual mayor. I mean,
what are you talking about?
Your leader.
He's leaning. He's not. He's a leader, and good leaders know when to let their people do what they're best at, man. And apparently, yeah. So come on, man. What else you got at me? Come on, keep it coming.
Yeah, well, I mean, your passive aggressive comments. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, but here's the thing about me. You ask me something, I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it and be like, oh man, you know,
didn't ask you to
that's
sugarcoat
terrible.
it at all. No, I mean
exactly. Hell no, I'm going to tell you how it is.
Your direct attacks at me is just it's not professional, is it?
I'm just calling it professional is one thing, business is another. This is business, man.
I don't quite think it is business.
Well, you don't quite think it all, do you?
See, there he goes again.
Dude, come on.
There he goes again.
This is just who I am, man. This is who I am. How I am.
This is who
me all day, every day.
From a neutral party stance, there was a lot of business questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe my business representative is available now.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Hello. Hi, do you mind repeating the question for me, sir?
Not at all. I would love to. My question was, so I paid like $1,300 for a meal at one place and $400 for the same meal at another. I'm only a new citizen, and I mean, I don't have like.
Laura, she's looking fancy. She's looking all smart with a suit on.
Like, just throw it over the bank.
Okay.
How are you gonna make it so that there's at least gonna be some reasonably priced products at any given point in time, as well as yeah, I'm sorry, I'm paraphrasing, but it's,
I completely understand.
How are you gonna at least balance the payments? Like, it sounds ridiculous that I need to pay over $1,000 more for the same meal at one place to another.
Right. I completely understand your concern. Part of it would probably be the quality of ingredients. You may have one that's high quality, one that's made low quality that is making the price difference. I bet you don't want mold on some of your food. But this is one of my main objectives, is to going around to businesses and seeing about what we can do to help correct any issues that customers may have or that employees may have, just to make sure everything is balanced within the city.
Okay, because I've never had any mold on my products, and they've lasted like a long time, long time.
I mean, that is definitely something that I can look into. Yes, I understand.
I have yet to find out what actually.
No, so Dragotar, this guy actually said, this guy said that he hasn't heard from his party, so he wanted to.
Makes the extra payment, like the extra money, what actually constitutes to
professional victim?
the extra money?
That's
I mean,
wild.
this can go
I love
from
it. I love
either
it.
to the locals or to the fresh farm ingredients. And this is
She's
definitely
DTF.
something that
She's
I'm
always
going to
down to
strive
fish.
for, to make sure I'm connecting with every operator, all the employees, make sure everything is fair all across the board with the city. I
More
completely
specific
understand your
instead of,
frustration.
like general.
I'm sorry?
Could you be more specific? Like, how are you gonna fix it instead of actually? It sounds like, yeah, I'm gonna look into that, and
No, that's where
then
the
nothing comes for it,
communication
but
comes in.
how?
That's where the communication comes in, and that's where me
Max got
visiting
this.
the
HR over
actual
here.
restaurants and see how their products are doing and see how their meals are holding up and try
we
and
do need to
balance
read that one.
everything within the city.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted. I wanted to know like the actual how and not just the general. Yeah, we'll look into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have anything else, I'm here for you, okay? I'm here for any concerns.
Perfect. Okay, the city mechanic guy.
How you guys doing? I agree that restaurants is restaurant work and food service is definitely skilled labor. I do, however, take exception to the idea that mechanicking is not skilled labor and that we just stand around. I believe was a direct quote from a mechanic, which is weird. It looks like we stand around a lot because we have good training in our people, and all three mechanics are almost always open.
That's a
If
fair
all
point.
three restaurants were open as often, I guess that they wouldn't be nearly as busy, and that
He's
maybe
got a good
they
point.
could
He's got a good point
have
because
more
all the
skill,
mechanics are
more
always
training,
open.
and their
But
job
food
would
business
become
is not so
easier
much.
with practice. I do take exception to the idea that we stand around. We stand around because we have a lot of choices. I've been the one mechanic on a lot when it was just Red Rocket, and I didn't stand around, promise you. So I do take exception to that, and I'm surprised to hear you say that, Bucket.
So first of all, I'm not a mechanic. I haven't been in about a year and a half.
I mean, that whole mechanic has nothing to do with the mayor, really.
That's all right,
The
man.
government really has nothing to do with
The thing
PD.
is, if I walk into a mechanic shop and there's 40 guys on duty, there's probably one car in there.
Streamline
so
business
there is a
farms
lot of
and
standing
consumers.
around that gets done.
Right,
But
yeah,
you know,
that's
same
fair
thing
point.
goes for most professions. Like when I was EMS, I was standing around in the freaking gym most of the time because there's no calls.
I think the
There's a lot
danger is
standing around
though
with
that
everything.
this isn't
My point
Bucket's
is,
party.
basically, there's sorry about that. There's a whole bunch of things that restaurant workers have to do. For example, have you worked at a restaurant yet?
I have not. I've not had the opportunity.
So basically what you have to do is you have to get food that has to be sourced from somewhere. That food only lasts so long. You then have to take that food and you have to prep it up, cut it up, chop it up, things like that. But you can't assemble it yet. You can't cook the food because if you did that, then it would go bad. So now you have ingredients that are sitting around waiting that you have to prep up. And then when you get an order, you have to run in the back. You have to chop everything or take all the stuff you previously chopped up. You have to cook it. You have to assemble it, package it up. Then you have to go up front. You have to take the drinks. You have to fill the drinks up and put all that stuff together. So from like a technical standpoint, if there's one person working at a restaurant, you are busting your ass. You are running around the coolers,
you've
grabbing
worked it
stuff,
out.
chopping stuff, prepping it, cooking it, and serving it on the fly because
Hello,
you cannot
Matthew.
pre-make a bunch of stuff in advance. It is a lot of work, a lot more work than people have told me that worked in mechanic shops. Now, again, I haven't worked at a mechanic shop. I'm just going off of what I was told by the people that I've talked to. So from a stand-by-stand basis, you look at the mechanic shops, they're all open. You look at the restaurants, they're not open. What does that tell you? The amount of money that they're getting paid is not worth the effort that it takes. Now, it's just a simple little fact. Now, I do understand it. I didn't mean to belittle what you guys do at all. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of things that you guys got to do, but also from what I've been told, the ways that I used to do repairs at Harmony was a lot more work than what you guys are doing now. So again, I'm not trying to belittle your efforts, but from a standpoint of the current mechanics versus the mechanics of working at a restaurant are just not on the same level. So I didn't mean to offend you or anybody else that works there, but there is a massive difference between the amount of effort that you have to put into it. And like I said, it shows by looking at the limited availability of restaurants.
As someone who
concede
tested
that
both,
working at Harmony was a lot more technical than the new technology, and I have no doubt that working food service is a skilled labor. It definitely is, but one can acknowledge a skilled labor without throwing another one down and saying it's just standing around and not skilled labor because it's less
I
technical.
mean, this guy's got a point as well, because he did shit all
If there
over
was only
mechanics.
one mechanic shop open a day, it would be pretty busy. So, I'm just saying that maybe don't say we just stand around and we're not skilled labor. That's all I gotta say. But
yeah,
you guys
I
are doing a good
don't
job.
think I ever said you weren't skilled labor. I just said that the demands on being a restaurant employee are a lot higher than the demands on a person that is working at a mechanic shop.
Sure.
So
right,
that was my whole point. Is that if you look at it, there's reasons that stuff's not around and they're not open. I mean, honestly, like right now, what do we got open? Let's just take a quick look at the phone. I just want to see this. So we got one mechanic shop open and not a single restaurant. So right there, my point's kind of proven that there's no restaurants open. There's nowhere to get food other than stupid gas station sandwiches. So I mean, it kind of proves my point right there.
It's true that there's rarely a restaurant open, but if all three were open more often, they would have the skill down more, and they would be able to.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the end of the day, there's just a lot of prep work and stuff that goes into it. And
That's
if they had
probably true.
multiple people working there, you're absolutely right. But that's, again, something we have to work on, find out why they're not open, what they need, facilitate those relationships with the farms, get the supplies. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. So that's why I said that's going to be something that needs to be looked into.
Fair enough.
Appreciate it.
There's also one thing I would like to add to this. So I work at Bob's Burgers. When it is just me in a restaurant, yes, I do get a little bit more busy. When there's all three open, I am less busy. I'm able to work to put more high-end food together. And so I see that as the same with mechanics. If there's one mechanic open, y'all are going to get a lot more business. If there's three open, it's probably going to be less business. It's going to be the same on both sides.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Nicotine.
Thank you.
Nice.
One thing I would just want to add to that. So as somebody that is currently working at one of the mechanic shops, the difference between mechanics and from a restaurant perspective is the prep work. So yes, like Bucket stated, you do have to reach out to the farm. You do have materials that are degradable. At a mechanic shop, if you had to gather steel, if you had to gather
fishing needs nothing. Oh my God, don't say that.
If you had to smelt all that, then you're actually putting in that particular work. Or if you're reaching out to a foundry to get your materials, and that would be another thing as well. Most of our materials are already made within the unit. So when we go and make cars, or when we go and fix cars, when we go to customize cars and such, most of that is in a bin of materials that do not degrade.
Right. Okay. Appreciate it. Lauren, I seen you had your hand up.
Hello.
Hello.
My question is today, how like businesses and like and operators, stuff like that. I've noticed that a lot of operators, or some, are not around much. How are you going to deal with that?
So a good approach on this is a usual approach really is always to think to look at how they can be punished, but that is not the approach I want to take. I want to, and I've got Mac over here. She's gonna be working very closely, as she's mentioned in a previous statement. She's gonna be working very closely, forming very close relationships with each operator, and we want to see how we can better assist them, rather than thinking about adding like, you're not open enough, let's punish you. Why aren't you open? What is the problem you have? How can we help? If it's a case of availability, can we help you find a manager that can help run things day to day on a more active basis? We want to work, and we want to provide as much support as physically possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand you probably must have just gotten here because I've already covered this a time or two, but just to kind of reiterate where we're sitting on this stuff, there's a lot of issues with things like that. It's never just as simple as like, oh, this person's not around, this place isn't going to be freaking open. There's a lot more to it. Like I said, currently you got supply chain issues to restaurants. You've got the effort that's required to do that stuff. And, you know, it's easy to point fingers at the operators and say, oh, this is their job. They're not finding people. But here's the question. It's like, why is it so hard to find people? Obviously, mechanic stations are able to get people. Police are able to get people. EMS is able to get people. You know, the gas stations are all stocked up and stuff. So obviously, if there are certain businesses that ain't open, then yeah, it'd be one thing if there was one, like let's say there was 3 restaurants that there are like
Universal Credit.
and one of them
Universal
is never
Credit would be
open.
wild.
That could be a problem. But when you've got issues with all 3 of the restaurants ever being open, and I'm not saying there are currently, but that's a kind of a bigger issue. And that's what we need to look into. Again, it's working with them, trying to figure out what they need. Is it a pay issue? Is it a supply issue? Is it all the above? You know, these are all things that we have to get in there and figure out.
Hey, Philip.
For sure. Okay. And just like a follow-on question from that is that some people in these parties I haven't really seen around much. So how can we guarantee that you guys are going to be around when is needed?
Well, I mean, as I stated earlier on today, that you know we've got a variety of different time availabilities across my party. Where I think the previous government lacked was, you know, everyone was kind of really the same availability time. So hopefully with this current structure we've got going on now, with people spread across a lot of different availability times, that, you know, everyone's able to contact. And again, with the case of how the current government operates, you know, everyone was contacting Mr. Wolfenstein. So when he took his leave of absence, it kind of everything fell apart. No one knew who to contact. So me saying I want, you know, all of my members to be contacted at all times, even if I am around, to try and contact them first to, you know, pass things up a chain really. If I was ever needed to take a leave of absence, then that wouldn't be a case. There wouldn't be a break in communications.
Okay.
Just to touch on that, most of us are around daily. To be honest, we all have different sleep schedules, so there's always going to be someone about. I can promise you that.
Perfect.
Okay. Dan. And then we've got Ty. And then we've got Aria.
Is this thing on?
Yep.
Okay, let me just pull my notes section real quick. Alrighty, so this is for the shadow party on the right. So
shadow party.
Dan,
oh my god!
Recently got your record expunged.
Correct.
Patchy, you have a record. Bucket, you have recently gone through some stuff, and some of you guys were previous gang members. How can we ensure that you're not going to cater to half of the things to, or most of the things to the legal side compared to myself as a legal citizen?
So how we made our money on a personal level should not reflect on the ability of being there for the city. Actually, I care about the city, which is why I'm stood before you.
Dan call them shadow parties. Wild.
Criminal, it means good
I love it.
communication, so I can assure you that my communication skills are top notch as well.
And I also would like Dan to answer that question, because there is something called inherent bias, where you cater your actions towards a certain group. As you guys have a record, or you have had a past in that certain threshold, I want you to tell me how you're not going to cater to one side.
Okay. Well, obviously, the past is the past. I'm going to hold my hands up. I've done a lot of bad things. I've also done a lot of good things. Yeah. I'm here for all yous. I'm not here for myself. Yeah,
all
I want this
yous.
city
We're
to
for
run
all
better
yous.
and be better.
Come on, Dad.
Obviously, the crime life is behind me. I'm going forward. Obviously,
No,
if this doesn't work for me, I'd
you can't
like
necessarily
to try
say
join
slander.
PD.
I mean, it's
if not,
it's a fair point because it's valid and it's factual.
Okay, I have nothing further.
Okay.
Yeah, I do want to say one thing on that real quick. Sorry about that, man. I mean, coming up here as the commissioner of PD, kind of just like throwing things out like that, I feel like that's really not something that someone in that position should be kind of doing. You guys should be having like an equal, calm head, open-mindedness, not just coming up here pointing pictures and pointing names. And is it public knowledge? Is what public knowledge? I mean, that's you're talking about opinions versus fact. You're trying to act like you can tell us what we're going to do based on the past, which you don't even really know too much about. Yeah, but again, you're trying to say that we're going to have some kind of a bias. I mean, look at me. I tried running for mayor. You guys came across and stopped me from running. And I said, I still care too goddamn much about this city to sit back and let it fall into the wrong hands. So I, against all freaking odds, am still freaking here today. So I'm just saying, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody has a bias, no matter they want to know it or not.
I do not take bias, man. You might, but that's a terrible thing to say as a freaking commissioner, man.
It's human nature.
It's maybe in yours, not mine, man. Yeah, you're supposed to be impartial. That's great leadership.
You just had a mic drop.
Okay.
Anyway, Ty.
So how will you ensure fairness and prevent favoritism is my question, whether it be for businesses or just in general.
So I'm gonna start off. Obviously we're gonna try and give you guys transparency. We're not gonna promise you guys anything.
Bucky is a criminal, rather to some damn as a pimp.
Do what we can do, but obviously, again, we won't be able to guarantee anything. Yeah.
To ensure fairness between businesses and everybody, again, obviously everybody knows me.
Oh my God,
as
RJ's speaking.
Commissioner around here. You learn from past mistakes of things you've done to make people dislike you. What we will do within our party is, as we said, we will always be around, whether we will wake up, answer your calls.
No, I don't think Bucket is right in that, because at the end of the day, this is what
we will be talking with the higher ups.
Everyone's got an opinion, and everyone is allowed that opinion.
To ensure fairness, to make sure everybody gets what they want.
As
And again, we're
commissioner,
not making promises, but we will do everything we can.
we don't want to have to spend our time sending DT after this party to find them doing some
All
wrong.
right, and I have one more question. So what guidelines will be implemented to ensure smaller
Which
businesses
we've actually done with
operate
Harry's as well.
fairly
We've been looking at
without
Harry's,
negatively
see what Harry's have
impacting
been
main
doing.
businesses?
Ladies first.
Okay, thank you. So I am going if we are chosen to be in the office, I am going to go around to every single business, pick up what they have struggled with, make sure we can come to an agreement.
So,
once
problem
that
you've
is
got, right?
applied, I bring it to my other
This party over here
and then we will come to
is pretty
a
much trying to
decision
loophole the
and
system,
bring it to every
in
single
my
business
opinion.
that
I
has,
think.
so it's all equal.
I think
all
really
around.
this is Bucket's party, but he can't run. And this side, I mean,
So
RJ
for me, honestly, favoritism is one of those
really
words
doesn't
I
understand
freaking
a
hate.
server.
I could give perfect
Mac,
examples of favoritism.
not
right
really
now.
around.
For example, I have worked with the current mayoral party to get a couple of things ordered for myself when I needed it. But I've also talked to a lot of other people that have said they also approached them and were told, sorry, guys, we don't actually do that. So, if I promise somebody something, I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it even if it takes me fucking hours, days, whatever it is. I'm going to get it done. My word is my bond. That's all I really got at the end of the day. If I say this, I'm going to do that. And if there's some
Yeah, I
reason
will
that I
show my own
can't,
bias.
then I'm going to do whatever I can to make it up to you and try to make things right. I don't play games. I'm going to look at people that are the best qualified for it. I'm not going to look at somebody who's like, oh, I'll give you $1 million because honestly, I don't need money. There's nothing you can offer me that I'm going to say, oh, yeah, sure, let me just slide this your way because you're my buddy.
I can be a lot more sensible.
It's going to make you money.
I
And you
got
give
Dan.
me, like,
I got Dan
I
a
don't
bit of a
care about
crazy
that.
one.
I don't play those games, man. Unlike, other
But yeah,
people that might have done that
I
stuff
mean,
in the
at
past.
the end of the
I
day,
don't
this
wanna
is
do that.
this is probably Bucky's
again,
party.
that's kind of where I'm sitting. I can't really speak for the other parties,
I have
but
a
I know
feeling
everybody
that
on
it
this
is a
side's
shadow
kind of on that same
government
boat,
because
man.
he can't run. I mean, he's made that clear all over.
And I do want to say too,
Fendi.
like,
However, this party,
they've been in power
RJ,
for months, and they just now started opening up some kind of restocking
RJ's
forum,
great,
which is
but
funny because I just started
what's he
talking
know about the
last
government
week
side?
about some of my plans to do
And
the exact
Mac's
same
just
thing.
not
So,
available.
you look at that stuff,
Yeah.
and suddenly I'm already
And
making
Seth
change.
is. I mean, how many times he
I'm gonna
almost
jump
been
in
fired
again
from
right
PD?
here. I'm going to
So-
repeat myself for the 6th time tonight. I do not have power in this current government to make drastic changes. I have power to make subtle changes and subtle trials.
I do
as
think
I'm
Dan is a
doing.
proxy.
And I don't know if it's just not going through your head, or you're ignoring it, or you're just trying to just get a reaction out of me. But you
But
seem to be really stuck
Seth's
on a
party
point where the
is
old government is failing. And that is literally the purpose of why I am running on my own, to make change. No, you're very
I'm
stuck
not
on
calling
this.
you out. I'm calling out the party.
but
You're just
you-
part of the party. You
No, but
shouldn't be
you
taking
are.
blame for Wolfenstein if that was his doing, man. Don't take someone else's blame for you. Yeah, I don't know why you're so defensive on that. I'm not calling you out. I said the current administration, which is Wolfenstein and his party.
but then you're throwing slide at me for saying, oh, as
I
of
did
recent.
not say your name.
No, you don't need to.
There you go.
Every time you come up, Ty, it all starts. You like Jerry Springer?
Stay over there.
Aria, cause some chaos, I beg.
I don't really have a question. I just wanted to address as one of the farms. I've been all day experimenting with the farmers market, so hopefully by tomorrow I'll have all of my products available to me on the market. So if people need them, they can buy them, and if no farmers are around, they can still get their products.
Yeah, that is also true. Dan didn't say, "Hey, I'm Mayor." Dan was like, "Oh yeah, I do work cars."
Thank you.
Nice. Okay. Well.
Obsessed with your fucking farm.
Okay, I'm going to say Rodney and then Bailey, and that's going to be the end of questions.
Okay. So ultimately, it's going to be kind of a basic questions for both parties, because I was unable to talk to both parties. I know both parties were doing their own thing, working out their thing. So, in this case, what ultimately when you get in office, what is going to be your main priorities at looking at?
I agree,
when
nicotine.
you enter in.
Main priorities, we will be looking into businesses, how they operate, what we need to fix to get them to operate better. Not like that, Ralph. Calm down.
Yeah, same RJ.
We will be... Now you just made me lose my train of thought. We will be looking over people's wages. We will be looking over inventories. We will be looking over every single thing that we could be possibly looking over the first week we're in. And we will make sure we get everything straight and settled up. And hopefully by like the second week, we will have all of our notes, have everything down that we need to look at. And then we will be in touch with
I think
everybody and we will make a plan.
Steph's already been
and
criticised
get everybody where they need to be.
Or for speaking too much.
So with this side, obviously we don't know the ins and outs of this kind of stuff, but obviously the first ones we'd like to check was the ingoing and outgoing. So then obviously we can come up with a plan.
I'm trying to keep them moving. I didn't want to just
make
give
everyone
them a
happy
wall
and
of text to go through.
Yeah.
But it's going well. Nice. Okay, Bailey Knight, final question.
Okay, so this...
You need to turn your microphone on.
Okay, how's that?
There you go.
Nope, you got
That's
it.
better.
Perfect, okay.
Is it?
So...
Can you guys hear him? No, it's not on.
Oh, is it not on?
Have you not sorted it?
It said
There you go, there you go.
Okay, it said it was on for me. Anyways, this is for, I won't lie, I forgot your party's name, Seth, so this is for your party. For the after party. From this debate here, that has shown that there is some hostility and less than positive views on certain people. How can you guarantee that that won't affect how you run the city?
It goes back to it. I mean, again, I'm a pretty level-headed person. So, I mean, if any issues do arise, it will be handled the way it needs to be handled. I will also make sure that there's no
That's not
conflict,
Haley. That's it's Hatchie.
interest, everything.
You got
else like
Hatchie.
that.
You got Bucket.
I'm looking
You got
to make
Lexi.
sure
And you got Dan.
just everybody stays calm, cool, collected.
Angel for mayor.
We've all kind of been in our places to where we've all had
RJ being
a
PR,
little bit
on God. Yeah,
people get
100%.
underneath
I
our
think he
skin.
is.
How
I
about
think
we
he
just
is.
say that. It happens to everybody. I mean, sometimes, for like instance, like if it happened to Seth, if it happened to Mac, like it would just take a second to just get everybody chilled,
RJ is
calm
level-headed.
down, get everybody back on the same page before things escalate way too far.
That's fair enough, but it has shown that Seth has shown quite a bit of not hostility, but like not very positive views. Yeah, bias, I'd say, against the other party. How can you say that won't affect, or how can you guarantee that won't affect if your party runs, that he won't do anything? You know?
Well, I will make sure to keep everybody in line. I mean, you got to think we are in a debate. Things do get heated in debates. People do say things. People get underneath people's skins. Like, that's just kind of how these things go. You know what I mean?
No, fair enough. That's what I have to say.
Excellent. So, just as a reminder, while PD protects the people, DOJ protects the law, the mayor's the one who can bankrupt the city. You've heard from the parties. It is now your time to choose carefully. With that in mind, voting will open Friday and will close Sunday with a live draw here. Take this time. Take the time over the next couple of days. Talk to the parties. And I hope from both parties we're going to see you both out there campaigning, making yourself known, really getting your points across, getting your policies across, and may the best party win.
Sweet. The beauty buckets party.
Final words from party leaders. Anything?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has sat here tonight and listened to all of us
Who do I want to win?
and debate it out.
I don't know yet.
I just want to say may the best party win, and I look forward to hearing the results on Sunday.
I kind of want to see Dan's party.
Thank you, and same
But
goes for you.
Seth-
That's just obviously
Seth would
just to
be.
follow up on that. It's just I appreciate everyone coming out, spend the time.
I think Seth
out the
needs a
days.
chance.
Obviously, everyone's busy. I
Because
know.
Seth's always-
just I appreciate everyone coming by. And
Seth's always been
hopefully
part of someone's party or not.
You have a
managed.
great rest of your days, really.
Excellent. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you to both parties for their points. And thank you to the citizens of Los Santos for your questions. Okay, you're free to go.
Damn, I didn't know I was on a traffic stop. Guess we're free to go.
Yeah, you are. Good. Wow, fuck you.
Hey, did you give
Good work,
RJ
guys.
the thing? Did you give RJ?
I'm going to give him it now.
Okay, nice. I gotta get.
Good
the
work,
fuck out of
guys.
here then. See ya.
Thank you.
Hold on, I got an inside interview. Hello.
Good work, guys. Here you go.
Hi, would you be interested in
what's this?
doing a private or behind the scenes interview?
Yeah, could you
5,
just
20
give
minutes?
me? Yeah, could you just give me a couple minutes to to greet everyone, say thank you, and then have a debrief with my party, and then yes, absolutely, I'll be interested.
Yeah, no worries. I will. I'll let
What's
you
up?
know and I'll text you the details for you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want to do it today?
Yes.
Yeah,
That would
absolutely, it's
be
fine.
Lovely.
I don't know. I just got told to give you it.
No worries.
Oh my god, I want to bash my head on a wall.
Harold.
What's up?
I know you were busy up there, but did you get my text messages?
Yeah, about the...
Yeah, we're actually going to be heading up to the studio house in Sandy very shortly after Riley and Snowy are done asking any of the participants from the debate today if they want to come. So figured I would invite you because that impartial perspective as the moderator and just talking about it from an entirely neutral perspective might be a good palate cleanser instead of it just being straight up, what does this candidate have to say and how are they going to address the other candidate kind of a thing. So if you're interested, once those two are ready to go is when I will be ready and you're more than welcome to come with.
Thank you.
Yes.
Want to come along, Harry?
Yeah, why not?
Excellent.
Trust me. You're getting all,
Oh, dear.
all the juicy details.
You bastard. I love that.
Harry. Didn't even answer my
I don't
question.
think you do.
I didn't. Fucking... Coming up, going out of a shadow
You might
pie.
have to climb onto a couch and jump over.
for a second?
Didn't even answer my question.
Hi.
Hold on a second.
Love you.
Give me
Bye.
1 second, honey. So I tried to call it out, but Dan kind of called out Dan's record that just got expunged.
Yep.
It's supposed to be sealed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll let Harry know, and Harry can have a chat with him. The thing is, he did get expunged, and he was trying to be a good person and stuff. So I felt like that kind of targeted that candidate a little bit too much.
Yes.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Not so much the other people.
You know what? Do you think maybe we should do Rodney too after we've got everybody else
Yeah,
done?
no, I agree. I think
Okay.
calling out the record was too far. I also think that there needs to be an investigation into that party anyway, because I'm starting to feel that Bucket is very much the leader of that party.
It's not like, so for me, I can't say anything. I know Lexi was running for a long time.
Well, Lexi and Bucket were running.
Yeah, and then Lexi was gonna partner up with Dan. That much I do know. If Dan could get
Public
his
knowledge is
stuff
public knowledge.
expunged, because Lexi,
Yeah, that's
Lexi didn't want to be directly the mayor itself, but when he was like,
interesting.
"Yeah, I want to get that thing,"
Yeah.
Well, she was going to, but like if Dan could run, she'd rather had Dan in
Briefly, if I may.
Go on.
Just didn't want to interrupt you, Rodney. I just wanted to say, ask Riley for the details. We're going up to Sandy, doing some interviews. We would like to get a judge's perspective on the election and the campaign and stuff like that. Once we've got everybody else through, interview-wise.
I love that.
We
That's
might be
amazing.
giving you a call and asking you if you'll come join us up there, okay?
Sure, not a problem.
Beautiful. Also, why the weed necklace?
It was given to me by Snowy.
Okay, fair enough. Nobody turns down a nice gift like that from Snowy.
Yeah, it was
All right,
a
see you
gift
up
from a
there.
friend. So, well, he's also my boss. But I do know Lexi was originally run by herself. Dan was working on his expungement. They ended up forming together.
That's wild. That's
and I
wild.
think at some point when they
Oh,
were
it's kinda sick.
campaigning, Hatchie was interested and she joined. Now the stuff with Bucket, I don't know. I couldn't honestly tell you. You know,
That's,
when it
I
comes
think
down
that's
to it,
a point domestic.
I guess he's just going to be running stuff for businesses. So I don't see him having any power if he's just helping out with.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't believe that.
I can't honestly tell you. I know or I don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's the one who posted on Birdie the other day to state that regardless, he's still going to be running things. I think he shot himself in the foot.
I mean, it's possible, but I mean, that's so sadly, like, it's something I can talk to Murphy about. I mean, obviously you can.
I already have. Don't worry. It's I've given a case file to Murphy because I have a feeling that if that is a shadow government, then it needs to be shut down.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I mean, I'm not gonna dig my feet into that. That's something that Murphy can deal with. But ultimately, I think it kind of went well, except for the arguments.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the citizens are like it, you know. Let them argue between themselves a little bit.
Yeah, I do know the one guy was like when he talked to Seth. That was
100%, mate. I agree. It should go for
I want to
re-election.
hear from your business guy.
Yeah, exactly right. I was kind of running through that and thinking, out of all of that, Bucket talks too much, Seth has talked way too much, and none of his parties answered anything.
Yeah.
At least Dan's party was a mix, right? Like they all
I think
spoke.
they answered a lot of a lot of small little questions.
Yeah.
I think the problem was, and I'll be completely honest, which you know just as well as I do, there was a lot of business.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, people want to know about businesses, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to farms, I mean,
What's up,
I
WV?
wanted to
What's
kind
up,
of
brother?
speak up,
Hey,
you
man.
know, as a farm owner, but I'm trying to also remain neutral as a part of DOJ. You know, I could throw a few
You're second
questions in
judgment.
there, but when it comes down to it, like,
We love it
we
at
don't have the
WV. We
means
love
to
it. We
produce
love it.
everything we can on the farms for the restaurant.
This is the LP, innit?
Even if we could, like, the cost outweighs the means, and that's what.
Yeah,
sucks.
agreed.
So I mean,
Well, Momo gonna hand you some food.
Oh my days.
You know.
Oh,
But yeah,
thank
no,
you.
I just wanted to bring that up.
There you go.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm gonna
Save
I
you.
think everybody's gotten food now.
Oh shit!
Jeez.
Ah, nuggies.
Yeah, can't go wrong with some nuggies. But yeah, there was just some things that were kind of out of pocket that probably shouldn't have been brought
The
up,
plane
but,
can be investigated, so DOJ's got full
I
record.
mean, in the long run, like what I worry about is if they are a shadow.
So if he lied about
doing
that,
they're gonna cover their tracks a little bit more too, if that is the case.
yeah, 100%.
You know, and Dan just made it a little bit harder.
Oh, stream alert. Wait. Why?
And I'm not gonna lie, Fox kind of made it a little bit harder too with some of his question as well. It probably should have held back a little bit. Especially with the criminal records and stuff like that. That way.
Oh, I'll hail the dictator.
If PD and
hang on.
Like you and Murphy.
There you go. There you go. We got it. We got you, brother.
If they are in fact, I mean, they're going to be trying to hide things even harder now. So.
Yeah.
I think sometimes some people need to open mouth insert foot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I think Seth's very hot-headed. Dan is pretty unknown across the majority, right? Like, he's kept his head down. He's been doing his own thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been worrying me. Like,
He's really quiet.
Don't get me wrong, but he can be hot-headed at times. I mean, obviously, you know.
There you go, brother. We got you.
Dispatch here.
We got you.
The case file now. Reviewing the details.
Got a lot more heated
Unit
than it
12
ever
proceed
should've
to the
been.
location.
Why so close to me?
Dispatch here. Opening the case file now.
No, I'm not taking it.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not taking it.
He actually had some good arguments. RJ did.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish you talked more again. Like that party. That party seemed like a Seth show rather than.
Yeah.
You know.
I do agree.
Man, I went to third place in a month.
Harry Callahan just turns up. What the? Oh. Election interference. How am I doing election interference? I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job as commissioner. That's what I've got to do. Seth for 2 controlling, not a good fit. Meh. Seth was scared a second ago. What's up?
Ooh, baby. Dude, so listen to this. So I kind of passed out up in Roxwood earlier whilst on duty, and then the tsunami came. So I woke up, and I'm like, fuck, I was like, I gotta get down there. So I ran my happy ass to the
I am
train
excited.
station, PD fit and all, and I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I still got all
I was
the
always
stuff on me, but I was like, I gotta get there. I was like, I'm gonna tell Harry, but don't be mad at me.
You go, brother. I am excited for Opie's car. I think it'd be good. I think people forget that my character actually has a job to do as well, right? Oh, it's ended a stream. I mean, I suppose it is getting late, right? But I don't know if I'll stick around for this. I've wet you!
You son of a bitch.
What's up?
I thought it was that monster again.
You got this.
I'm faster
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Make Seth and Bucket form a party. Could you imagine? I think could be at each of us throats too much. Seth does stream. He was actually talking about it beforehand, and he said that he wasn't going to stream this because he wanted to focus on actually his arguments and his party. Oh. I think it's really interesting. The situation, it is more of DOJ's responsibility. It is. That's why it's been raised to DOJ and not by PD. At the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with PD in the sense of we can't make that decision. It'd have to be DOJ that make that decision. Taking it in deep in each other's throats, that's wild. Prison shower party forever. I'll be wild. I'm alright. I'm alright. Nobody trusts that. That's a fair point. Oh. No. I'm not taking it. Give it back to Bucket.
I gotta find him.
It's not my job. Not give me it. He's not giving me it. Big country. I did miss old Opie. I haven't shown you guys. We've got a medal shop. You can buy medals for PD. That one needs sorting. But we can start giving medals out to people. It's pretty cool. Take one for the team. No. No. Alright, chat. I think we're going to end it there. Because I've got to be up in the morning. I got some stuff to do. So we'll end it there. We'll find someone to raid. Anyone from the parties? Bucket live. Bucket could be a good one, actually. Huh? Oh. Why is Bucket not live? Bucket RP. Oh, he is live. He is. So, with that being said, go raid Bucket. Give him a load of love. He actually did very well in that debate. So, I'm excited to see what Dan's party brings and what Bucket can actually do for businesses. I will see you over there. Have a good one, guys. And over on